Hey, everybody.
Hello, how's it going, everyone? Happy Wednesday. It is a fine night for some Guilty Gear Strive.
Yeah.
And we have a stacked as hell bracket for you guys tonight.
COVID stopped us 1 week, but not two.
Yeah, we're so sorry we couldn't be there last week, but we are back better than ever.
Yeah. But here we go. Oh. Soul versus Potemkin.
What do you want to do? Round one, first to two, or do you want to do...
First to three, all the way.
Okay. But yeah, so first match here, Soul versus Potemkin, and Guato already doing a fantastic job of putting Potemkin in the corner.
And the screen that doesn't want to flip over. Here we go. I knew it would do this too. And like there it goes, it popped in finally. Even though I checked, this is the streaming life. You check everything a few times before everything starts. And then, yeah. This. The scariest part about the Babadook is dealing with a child like that. Yeah, this matchup's gonna look sorry. Ooh, the pressure. Look at the wrist gauge. Oh no.
Buster. It didn't come up that match, but that is kind of something that, like, if you know you don't have to worry about against the Potemkin, it makes your life a lot easier.
Oh, for sure. Both these characters are going to be playing kind of an interesting neutral. They both pretty much don't want to be in each other's ranges, but when they are, they want to be the ones in control.
Yes. And Guato firmly in control here, doing the soul thing. I think that people reacted a little too hard to the soul nerf.
As always, but they add up. It's been a rough life for Soul. They're like, oh look, we made Gunflame worse, better, worse.
Well, honestly, the new 5H is just like a lot better than I think people thought.
Yeah, that's true. It's such a I've gotten clipped by it a few times. Guato going up one. All right, cool. Finally, taking a week off. You know, we had to work out a couple
was
kinks.
Sick, but shout outs to the new stream setup.
Yeah, for sure. You guys should be enjoying some higher quality.
Sun Puppy is now in possession of a very nice looking machine.
Yeah, things should be a lot stronger. We should be getting some nice high quality recording going on here.
Actually, check us out YouTube also. It's Guilty Ear Reloaded, and we're going to start uploading all these tournaments to YouTube. So if you are in the tournament and you want to go back and watch your matches, or if you didn't get a chance to catch the live viewing and you would like to see some of these fantastic games, give us a follow.
Yeah,
or subscribe.
Sure. Super appreciated. Let's see, okay.
So, big chance here for Whitish. Alright, yeah. There's the first Potemkin Buster we've seen here, and look, now it's even.
I get hit by that so much. Ooh,
I think if that was Roman forward, he probably could have comboed that into the game.
Yeah. It all worked out. I was surprised it didn't reach. But yeah, the Potemkin Classic where they do the single, they just do the 1/ and then they go straight into the Potemkin Buster. It hits me so much. It's so scary to challenge Soul on these staggers too. Yeah. The fake bandit revolver. The burst was baited. Oh, he went for the greedy charge dust.
Yeah, unfortunately, like, Potemkin on offense is still not as good as Soul. If he does, or he didn't really get an opening there, it's hard to make an opening for yourself as Potemkin. It's a lot easier if the other person messes up, or you can kind of, like, hard call them out, but if you're wrong, like, you just don't really get an opening.
Yeah.
Guato going up 2-0 here against Whitish.
But there should be... I saw there's the signs of life in there. Like, this is looking pretty good at neutral. It's just that Guato's usually squeezing out the advantage towards the end, or Meteor doesn't, just makes one guess that just isn't exactly correct, and then Guato gets away. So it might be time to start chasing, doing some more like chase down kind of pressure, something that covers dash back a little more.
So what kind of adjustments does Whitish really need to make here to turn it around? That's the start.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, it just was out of the way. I think they've been adjusting pretty well. It may not look like it because the health bars tend to look one way or another, but a lot of the stuff they're doing is good. It's just not reaching by an inch, or they're choosing an option that's pretty strong, but like Guato's just choosing the option to retreat, which is kind of what Soul wants to do. Play pretty hot and cold, get in and out. But yeah, like there, just made a lot more solid options, some more far-reaching stuff. And they're not even really going for too many risky Potemkin busters either, so I think they're doing what they need to do. It's just sometimes even if the odds are in your favor, you can still lose those 80-20 odds.
Right, because if that 20 happens and you take the majority of your health bar, that is the game sometimes.
That's not good. Ooh, good. Oh.
Okay, yeah, there's the dash back that you need to get out of that.
Yeah.
Guato is absolutely maximizing it. One big opening here should be the game, but
I wouldn't. I mean, it's easy to say this watching, by the way, what I'm about to say, but I would love to see some, just maybe one or two crouching, some 2Ps during some of this pressure. For you Potemkin players, that Kara backwards Mega Fist, where he kind of looks like he's shooting forward, but then he goes backwards, is the only safe Mega Fist on hit or block. So, even if you hit with normal Mega Fist on hit, you can get punished for it. Ooh, this is looking rough. Meteor's gonna need a lot of momentum. Oh, the grab.
We still got burst on deck, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Guato taking it 3-0.
Every Soul player at low health wants to grab you. Good stuff to Guato. And Meteor making that look pretty competitive, even though it was a 3-0. It was a closer 3-0 than you would have.
Yeah, I mean, game 3, he got the only round of the whole set, so, good stuff to making some adaptations. I wish that one combo had connected. It was almost something fantastic. I'm reading our tourney comms here, and someone said, "I can't believe you hit me with those 3 Heavenly Potemkin busters," so I just wonder what happened in that set.
Oh, that is the, there's your winner right there. Whether they won or lost that set, they won.
Yeah, they won. Alright, we got Drax versus ItzSidewayz coming up next.
Ooh.
Drax is on Baiken, Sideways on Anji. Is it Anji or Anji?
Anji. Yeah, this is gonna be... Ooh, this is a, I'm playing this out in my head. I'm gonna double check and see how they have this spelled. Okay. Perfect.
So in my brain, I feel like Baiken just wins this hard.
But they, yeah.
Even though they buffed Anji's pressure, I still don't think it really gets in on some of Baiken's defensive options, and then she can just kind of like force Sideways to come to him a little bit more than like Sideways can do to Drax.
Yeah.
And I also think Baiken is better at approaching than Anji.
She has a lot better normals for it and stuff, and her advantage state's definitely a little better, but the distance between all... Sideways had the right call out, but Sideways had the right call out, but it was just like, I think it was a pinch early. Yeah, and when both these characters want to be in close, the character with the faster buttons wins, and yeah, Baiken's buttons are very fast.
blocks by Sideways. Hasn't really been able to get his Fujin pressure started, and that's really where you want to be, is Anji.
I like the idea there, really going for, what's it called? Going for that grab to put him back in the corner. I think that was a smart move. It was just a little late. Ooh, Drax cutting it a little short to go for a kind of a setup. Yeah. Tether Biken is so... The Bikens are starting to like really get good with Tether. the Fujin fans are so tricky to deal with.
Big gold burst coming out, which will almost certainly seal the deal here.
Ooh, keeping it pretty burst safe. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Drax going up 1. But I think this is definitely going to be one of those matchups too. In order to beat the Biken as Anji, you're going to have a little bit of info on the other player. So I don't think it's going to be uncommon for it's not going to be uncommon for Anji to lose game 1.
So many reverse 3-0s.
Yeah.
Or not reverse 3-0s, but yeah, reverse 3-0s.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And like Anji is definitely one of the characters that we've seen do it, so not out of it by any means.
Yeah, Anji's momentum can be so strong.
See, like, I think he's a little bit hesitant to start throwing out pressure, and like he doesn't want to let Drax jump around, throw out all these chains. Like, is this living in Biken land right now?
Yeah. Kabari time is not a fun place to be in if you're not Faust. It can be really tough for a lot of characters to deal with. It's so strong, and the other good part about it is it's so straightforward. Like, all 3 options can be good if you use them correctly, and it's not going to be the world's hardest thing to do.
And Drax is using it to keep Sideways completely locked down here, and he's used that round start a couple times now, and there's like nothing Sideways has been able to really answer it with, so there's like no reason to stop, right?
Yeah. I think if you're Sideways, you're going to have to find a way to call out Drax's approaches and try to really, like, and do everything you can, make your mode of gameplay not to be in disadvantage like here. This is not where you want to be. Ooh. Drax, that was almost super sick. Oh, no dazzling.
And Drax going up 2-0 here.
Yeah, Drax going up 2-0. Drax looking really good. They've entered a few times and done pretty well. Never really broke into the to that top 8, but they've always been doing super well.
Who can blame them? We have some of these people in here that we were mentioning earlier that you know, give the best players in the world runs for their money.
All right, if I'm Sideways got has some fans in the chat, and I think I see a little glimpse of it. It's just Sideways has not been able to get started.
Oh, he's like almost in range. I think he just needs to get some Fujins out there.
Fujin's not a bad option. It's pretty fast. It goes pretty far. Just raw Fujin can be really difficult to deal with. But here's the thing, the one problem with a Faust player commentating Biken matches is it's one of the few matches he's super privileged in. But here we go, pressure time. Oh.
Huge pressure coming out again for Drax, but a burst from Sideways knocking him out of the corner, giving him another chance at life here.
Ooh. Yeah, with that burst gone, Drax can just do whatever they want. It's a lot of damage to eat, but they found a little bit of a lease on life in that first match.
Spin there.
The second hit of Tatami beats that. That's so...
Apparently not nice spin then.
Yeah, and that's going to be the next problem, is once you do get Drax pinned down, we have a counter. We got the Biken down B.
Right, yeah, Sideways is cooking now.
There we go.
Huge
Yeah.
combo.
Anji, yeah. Anji's going to do huge damage when Anji gets these hits. It's just going to be such a fight. This is a big match of kind of I'm you, but better. But I like using that jump B.
Oh, sorry.
No, go.
Say, look how much more cautious Drax is being now that Sidewayz presented like a serious combo.
Yeah, if that had happened game 1, I bet we could have seen, definitely, this set could have played out a little differently. But good stuff to Drax, 3-0, moving on. And Sidewayz figuring it out, starting to figure it out, but just a bit late on that. But they can come back through losers. They're not gone yet.
I think next up we're going to have Dantae versus Levintime.
Okay, cool. I'm also kind of testing out the new setup, and I'm seeing right now where I crank the bit rate and a few other settings, and we are at 0.1% drop frames, less than 200 out of 120,000. So, all right, the new setup is quite strong. I'm I'm a happy boy. That's emote legend.
Actually, am I wrong? Is it going to be at Frosty?
If it's at Frosty, I will be so excited. I'm so sad.
I don't think so. I remember hearing March, but I could be wrong.
Frosty is the weekend of the 28th, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, that's when the Faust before Faustings tournament's happening, where it's all just Faust mirrors and Strive.
Yeah.
But got...
All right, so yeah, like you said, May definitely has the tools to deal with Jacko. Levintime coming out the gate, swinging here, and new May is really just strong in general.
Yeah, she's been super fun to fight online, a lot less linear with a lot of the new options.
But you know, Jacko was already kind of a broken character that was just probably a little bit underrepresented due to how unique her kit is, and you know, actually like. Either got a slight buff or didn't really change from the last patch, but that's very good. She was like top 5 level last time.
Yeah, and this is exactly how this matchup's going to go. May will usually get Dantae locked down early or at some point, but the minute Dantae gets May locked down, this is going to be so hard to get out of. I was playing Dusty and heart damaged recently in my tower climbs, and just playing against these super strong Jackos, it's like, when can I move? When do I get to play?
Sometimes it's never.
But May's also pretty well equipped. A lot of these big disjointed aerials are good at intercepting the minions. And she has some fast buttons, one up close. Dantae going up 1-0. Oh yeah, in the Dantae classic, I like to poop.
Oh yeah, and then when he loses, he's like, I like to pee or something.
Keep it classy here at GER.
Forced.
So, I think this might be another case of it's just going to be about whether Levintime can get started. Because if May Pressure gets started, Jacko's not hyper well equipped to deal with it. She has a godly 6P. Her low profile, I don't think is going to come into play against a lot of May's pressure. Oh my god, was that 50% on May?
Yeah, like I said, Jacko's scary, dude.
Was this the person who had buff 3k? Because that 3k looked okay to me. All the accidental cross up, but they make the best out of it.
Levin is getting a lot of mileage off of their grabs. What a block by Dantae. Yeah. I thought that was hit for sure. Called
the overhead out. I was just going to say, too, in this matchup, too, a really good thing to keep is YRC.
Him out?
No. Keeping YRC is such a huge thing in this matchup because YRC can clear the pressure and steal your turn back when you're locked down by all these minions. So if you just
deletes the minions, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. As long as it connects with Jacko, yeah.
What a nice command guard on that minion, making Levintime bounce back up in the air and set him up for a huge combo in this corner pressure.
Yeah, they're only human. They can only block right for so long.
Right, and it looks like Levin is just blocking low a lot.
And that's honestly a pretty good default. Jacko, although Jacko, like once Jacko has minions going, it's like, well, equal reward either way. It's either going to be low into minion attack or overhead into minion attack.
Right.
Ugh. I'm trying to pick out the spots when Levin's in neutral. I think Levin had the right idea that first round. They had the pressure going, then they had that, I think that accidental cross up, but they did a command grab forward, and it's like, oh, okay, nothing wrong with that. But then, yeah,
right.
I think going for the super RC cancel into the overhead, although definitely a strong option, I think it's just a little, in this matchup, I think YRC is just as strong.
Right, anything that commits you to using 100% of your meter like that is just too risky.
Yeah. Especially, you know, like a matchup like this where it's kind of like, there's not going to be a lot of neutral played. Once someone's in, they're in.
I've been doing a good job that time getting out with some 6P action, but Dantae BRCing back, turning it all the way around, and landing this massive combo for the round.
Why does that super sometimes just do 2,000 damage, and sometimes it does like 2?
I've only seen it do 2,000 damage. I don't know what you're talking about.
There have definitely been times I've played against Jacko where I'm like, I'm dead, and then it does the small spin of my health bar, and I go, alright. That, ooh, didn't get the punish there, but this, alright, this is what we want to see. Let's see if Levintime can make it good. Nice, get a throw in there.
Nice overhead.
Oh, they just didn't build enough meter.
Barely didn't have super.
This is still a pretty good spot, though. And they jab to call out the BRC forward. That's something, oh yeah, Gungi. It's definitely probably something with damage scaling. I think it has to deal with what your starter is too as well. I think, oh, this is a big May combo. Oh, but then you're in this tough spot. This is where YRC would be great, because you YRC here, you clear all these minions, and then Jacko spent 50 bar for nothing. But they've got a burst or something. Yeah.
Yeah, Levin's trying to FD, and it doesn't seem to be doing anything against minion attacks.
No, FDing, if you don't have YRC, and you know you're going to be stuck there no matter what, like you're not going to build it, yeah. FD, you'll save some chip damage. But outside of that, it's kind of like in the Bridget matchup, where FDing doesn't mean much because you just push them to another range where they can attack from. But really good stuff to Levintime, though. Really showed some I like the emote. Showed some glimmers of hope, and definitely had the right idea. Like, this is another case. I think all of our matches today have kind of been like that, where the players start, you know, one player is adjusting and one player took control, and by the end of the third round, you can kind of see, they could probably have it, but by that time,
that's why it's so valuable to go back and watch your matches too, because you can see what you started doing differently, and then you figure that out and you start with that next time, and it doesn't take you know, 2 rounds to get there, and then you have a super competitive set.
Yeah. Another interesting thing to point out too that I noticed is, so what May excels at is if Dante's full screen and tossing minions full screen. May has like a million good buttons for those situations. A lot of her buttons are just great at clearing through minions. So Dantae really only went for kind of close to mid-range minion summons and went into strings off that. So not only did Dantae went, alright, my weakness is this in this matchup. I do not want to be here. I'd actually rather be mid-screen, so that way I can be just out of range of her normals, but close enough to summon minions and it not be super reactable. Alright, let's see. Next up we have Pink vs. Saint. Ooh. This should be a pretty good match.
Yes. I'm trying to get Pink in here.
Ooh, the Nago play? There we go. And I could be wrong, but I think Pink was... Someone recently got sponsored to JTG. I'm not 100% sure if it's Pink off the top of my head, but... Alright, let me reset these scores too. Okay. That's going to be... When you're dealing with some of these upper level Nagos, a lot of the times their common approach will be to like do some kind of retreating option, usually Fukio back, and then just to kind of see what the opponent does, and then they can kind of react.
Like, Nago's actually one of the perfect characters for, like, scouting early.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of Nagos start jumping more than I used to see, and I think it's one of their changes. Now they can't really risk Beyblading forward as much.
It's true, yeah. People are getting a little bit better at dealing with Beyblade, which is still an obnoxious move, but... And look at that. Pink just being careful, going, okay, they still have bar. I'm not going to overcommit. I'm going to take a nice safe route into this. Alright, and there's that. The Fukio back Beyblade is such a common opener. That's a lot of blood.
That's a lot of great blocks by Saint, and burst here by Pink, so Saint going to try to capitalize. Oh my god!
What a cool combo. Wow. But watch out for that. Yeah. When they come out of the, like I always say, when they come out of the blood state, they're in a really good state where they can freeze the screen and do an immediate action. So you have to really play around that.
Monster combo by Saint. That was explosive as hell.
Yeah. Saint's ready for this matchup. I did not know much about Saint before this, but this is a strong Kyet player. Uh-oh. We're gonna have to Rex is gonna have to watch out, or best Kyet at the tournament's gonna get taken. Ooh, the double Fujo. In this shock state, kind of uniquely good against Nago. The little extra chip damage and also being able to keep those normal safe on extra safe on block is gonna be really nice.
I love those repeated crouches by Pink, just like making Saint almost bite. Like, is it like, am I gonna come in? Am I gonna come in? Oh, and then you finally do it, and you catch him off guard.
Ooh.
Oh, if he just barely missed that, and I think that would have connected into an RC and for the game.
Or maybe even just super.
Oh no!
Oh, this is tough. Oh. Round one goes to Pink, but by an inch.
The nailist of biters.
For sure. I'm... Sealy, I'm sticking to offline tourneys, LMAO.
Saint says this feels horrible.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, worst case scenario after this one, if it stays bad, we can always network test it.
Yeah, it looks like it's Florida to Cali, so.
Yeah, that's always gonna be a little bit tough. But hey, that's on.
You know, it's the best we can do.
Yeah. And it's tough too because like sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. You know, internet providers are funny.
Right. It can also be like where in those states you're located, and if you're not near like, you know, a good internet spot.
Ooh.
Saint's like, I don't know what connection you're talking about. It's fine for me.
Yeah. This. Oh. Is that a safe jump?
Is this a safe jump?
Oh.
It is not.
I think it might have been slightly mistimed.
Could have been the lag too.
Yeah. Now, if either the players make a mistake, it's 1000% delay. But okay. Ooh, yeah. 5K just does it all.
Thane is doing such a great job representing like different mix-ups or high-low there in the corner, and it's like really using all of Kai's tools to make it happen.
Ooh, I got hit by that for sure. Saint with good awareness too, using Stun Dipper to get under the crouch H. Ooh, the clone just beat the heavy fireball. Oh, but Pink's blood gauge is looking kind of high. This is really tough, especially in the corner.
Pink respecting the RC on the Stun Dipper and saying like, I know you will. Reading
oh no!
their burst.
Okay, that's 1-1. That's 1-1. So I think Pink's just been kind of stuck on a little bit. Some of these ooh, someone else is having aw, Sealy, you hate to see it. Ooh, catching it with the grab. This is definitely one of those matchups where having a DP is nice against Nago, but Nago also has all the tools to deal with it.
Oh yeah, and he can absolutely punish you for it if it whiffs.
And Saint being really smart about when they can choose and pick their moments to counter a strike. Nice, yeah.
Pink is going to take that one forcefully.
Okay. Pink's like, okay, I just gotta slow it down a pinch. That's another thing too. It's like when you're dealing with an opponent, once you get a feel for their rhythm, it's like, okay, knowing when to, do I slow it down just a pinch? Oh, it didn't it didn't knock them up as much. Why didn't Jump D send them up? But knowing when to slow it down to catch them off guard, or knowing when to speed up and overwhelm them. And I think Pink's like, okay, I need to slow down and just base everything by one extra bit. A little bit too hard of a read there. Saint's definitely an active player, but maybe not wake up after wall break round super.
You know, maybe you're feeling like I'm down around, like I kind of got to all or nothing this.
Oh, Saint.
Great reverse RC though.
Saint has a good nose for these what are they called? For these command grabs.
Yeah, actually, I don't think Pink's landed one yet.
Ooh. Okay, they choose to break the wall. I think at this life point, that's such a good move. About half.
Pink can control with burst and meter there, positive bonus. Saint's gonna have like one big chance here. Burst, and yep.
Yep.
And he
Good
says, yeah,
stuff from
block
Pink.
that command grab.
So I think this is where Pink made that adjustment. Pink kind of got that info and said, okay. And if you notice, they slowed everything down they did by like one beat. So that way they could either react to what Saint's doing, or they'll catch Saint trying to hit back on a lot of these times where Saint's waking up and like, all right, I'm going to do a really fast button. Oh. All right, but let's see. I think, so as Saint now, I think the goal is also to kind of speed it up a bit, not play keep away, of course. Oh, that's unfortunate. I've never seen Fuja Arc miss anything in my life, so... That sounds like an exaggerate. Oh, Pink's got the download.
Yeah, that was sick.
Wow. Yeah. Pink doing a
Alright,
really
we're gonna
good
see
job.
some RCs really quick.
Yeah. Are we gonna have another RC fight? Yeah. The golden
Here with
rule.
full meter here.
Yeah, this is still scary. Resetting it to round start's scary, but I think they had to. They were too high up on the wall to RC fight. Yeah. Pink really mixing up their options after Beyblade. Like that time they did Fukio back. Oh.
Great call out.
All right, Pink.
He's
Pink's engine is warm. Hold on. I think it's time for Saint to slow things down just a pinch. Which is scary to do against Nago because you're like, I don't want to let Nago play. But... Oh! Called out.
Great reverse grab by Pink.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
That's it. Good stuff to Pink and Saint. 3-1 for Pink. Although Saint looking pretty darn strong though. I think right.
That was a really cool set. They were both like players that were not afraid to go for reads, and they were really smart about it. Like the first rounds were like a little slow, and they were both information gathering, and then they just both let it rip for games 2 and 3 and 4.
Yeah, they went into complete drag race mode. Let's see, coming up soon. There's let's see, we have, oh gosh, Teddy. Oh, cool, we got my guy Teddy, and they're going up against, oh no.
MjKurase.
Oh no. Not like this. No, I believe in Teddy.
We even have another Kai here. Oh, it looks like MJ is doing Geo this time.
Interesting. MJ deciding they want to be the hero. There we go. Name should be swapped.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
This is our first round 3 match we have.
Oh, they're both red color players. Okay. Teddy playing
At
a
least
nice
at least they didn't pick a green background stage.
Could have been Christmas.
Could have been inconvenient for colorblind people.
That's true. Okay. Teddy doing a good job.
Fatcatteddy actually doing a fantastic job here, keeping MJ just totally locked down. He tries to get out one time and gets wall broken for it.
Teddy definitely a strong player. I believe they also have a backup character as well that I can't remember off the top of my head. Just in case, but wow. Yeah, I think MJ's just trying out the Geo, seeing how it goes.
They might want it for some matchups. Like, I don't want to say, like, Happy Chaos has bad matchups, but it could be something that they've been struggling with, or certain players that they want to beat.
I will say, Leo, if there was a candidate for bad Happy Chaos matchup, it's going to be Leo. The man who advances. Ooh, yeah. MJ looking uncharacteristically a little just unfamiliar with what they're doing with Geo, especially Teddy plays a very patient, very calm Kai. Kind of does a lot of the safe, straightforward options, so.
Yeah. Do we see the Happy Chaos switch?
Yeah, I think we do. MJ's like, okay.
Yeah, I think round 3 might be a little too far to be letting the secondaries rip like that.
Oh, for sure. But hey, you got to try it out. And that's what this tournament's all about, improving and learning and stuff. So, for a seasoned player like MJ who's been plaguing our top 8 in a good way for a long time.
But not able to catch that dub, lots of second places.
Teddy avoids 2 curses, but not the I think
the absolute sadness I would feel if I was the one doing that DP right there.
Yeah. I think not a terrible idea. A lot of Chaoses will go in at that point, start the pressure setups, but yeah, I think, ooh, what a good jump out. I am surprised that, how did that miss? How did that miss?
Almost had a disgusting comeback moment.
I have to go back and watch that. I'm so curious about how that missed. That Fudra calls out the air dash and just runs them into the corner. I think that's such a smart idea. Because now, even though they're
Teddy.
cursed, the 6P goes through everything. Nice. Look at Teddy playing just calm, patient, waiting. I think they're playing really smart. But it's MJ.
MJ saying, "Look what I learned from Hungry Box."
I'm just gonna watch.
I have the lead. You have to come to me.
Yep. And that's honestly such a good golden rule too. Is like, a lot of people will throw away games when they have the lead just because they want to get in there and do their thing. But it's like, yeah, I like cutting that combo short to keep MJ in the corner. Ooh, oh, that did enough damage. Oh shit. Okay, Teddy, let's go. I'm a little biased. I've played with Teddy a lot. We were in the same training group a while ago, so sorry, MJ, if I sound a little biased on this one.
No, I'll be the MJ fan. If MJ is gonna do it, I want to see him win one.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, MJ's like, all right, hold on. We've had a lot of fun here today, but it's curse time. Yeah. Even if you burst there's another bullet waiting.
Yeah. So Kai does have Stun Dipper, but that's kind of his fastest way to get across the stage, and it's not the safest thing in the world, especially when you're far away and looking for it. So I don't really know how Kai gets in from that position. That's why breaking the wall against Happy Chaos can actually be a bad thing, because as soon as you do, if you didn't super, he just starts shooting you.
Yeah, it's like the it's kind of like the reverse it's like the reverse reason you try not to break the wall against Nago as well, because round start Nago is the strongest position he can be in, and Happy Chaos with a chance to escape is like also one of the scariest things to be in, because you'll get cursed, and then all of a sudden you have a clone doing neener in your face in the corner. So can you get it to the wall? Oh, I didn't think. I should have known better. Yeah, and then this sets up such a check situation. It's so hard to get out of this curse with positive bonus. Oh, but what a throw. Okay.
Man, what if you didn't go backwards while you threw curse?
Using some of Kai's really obnoxious good buttons. The curse missed, but now it's on. Yeah, that's...
Full concentration. Yeah, see, Kai
impossible.
can get across, so he can just keep reloading and shooting, and he'll never run out of bullets.
That was pretty good defense though towards the end. I think one more yes. Wow. The burst gets out. This is exactly what you need if you are Kai. DP's through the gunshot.
They're a little low on bullets too.
That's okay. I see why Teddy did that. Teddy did that to DP through the bullets. That way they have an invincibility and they don't get it started. Wow, Teddy.
Nice.
Teddy's leveled up since I've last played against Teddy. Oh shit.
Go Teddy.
Oh, the early 60
MJ's
from
still
MJ?
burstless.
Yeah, this is rough. Kai doesn't build a lot of burst gauge unless he has to do a lot of zoning, but these are all big single hits.
Humongous counter hit.
Oh. Oh yeah. He's not trying to Fuja arc because he's pretty sure MJ will have the reaction for it, but now it's a bad time.
Yup. Doesn't spot Happy Chaos once.
Oh my gosh. This is really anybody's
One
game.
bullet left.
Oh, no guard crush. Sorry, Daisuke. This isn't over.
Guy runs across the street and grabs you.
Baits the
It's
YRC.
his thing.
I was just thinking it. Oh, Teddy?
Yo, good stuff to Teddy. 1-1.
Listen, I don't want to call this an upset because, of course, I believe in Teddy. Of course I do.
Hey,
but
it's 1-1, and if there's anything MJ does on our stream, it's go to game 5.
it's 2-1.
I'm sorry, it's 2-1.
I was about to say, don't forget the Geo game.
I totally forgot the Geo game. You're right.
Wow, Fat Cat Teddy's playing so smart. And it's just like, MJ's doing a lot of really good stuff. It's just, Teddy's just doing the right answer into it.
Yeah, it almost looked like the zoning was getting into autopilot mode, so Kai literally able to run across the screen in that little gap and literally throw MJ.
Sorry. Sometimes you'll have to do the Kai classic and just, run full screen. This time MJ's like, no, I know. Yep.
Time the DP working.
Yep. And Kai's so good at the classic strike throw times. Did you
What a
see
great delay.
the delay on that sweep was godlike.
Yeah, if that person come out, that was going to be the round for sure.
Ooh. Yeah. I was about to say, MJ's starting to get a little low on MJ's like, I'm not getting anywhere near you.
I was going to say way more observant than last time.
Using the Sacred Edge to start getting in. Behold the true strength. Oh! This is match point. Match point for
We
Teddy.
see the Future start. Yes, we do.
And Kurase's a killer. I got grabbed there. But the burst. The burst was baited.
What a sick combo. I think he wanted super. I could be wrong though.
I've never seen that punch miss. I have never seen the frog kumite miss.
Never seen that kick miss.
A lot of weird stuff happening. No RC after the stun dipper. Teddy's blowing my mind. Kai's only want one thing, and it's stun dipper RC. Oh my god, these stun dippers are just getting around everything.
One burst chance left for MJ.
Oh, but that's a
gold
gold burst.
Coming out. That's huge.
That is terrifying. Yeah, MJ working in some smart reloads. I think Teddy just didn't see that the gauge was empty. Okay, okay. MJ hanging on to life.
MJ decided to just run forward and say like, nah, this time I'm just gonna run up and kick you, and I think you're gonna run.
That built Teddy a lot of. Oh my god, the Foudre arc.
Every time, and it's working.
Literally runs him into the corner. Oh my god.
No burst to get out this time. I think MJ's scared. He's blocking.
Yeah, you gotta throw the dust in there to keep them honest. I can't block that dust. The gun.
Greedy charge move.
Yep. Getting a little. You can't get greedy against MjKurase.
Yeah, this could just be a wall slump situation and be done. Oh no!
Grabbed him out of the concentration super? Walk up, do nothing. You're braver. Yeah, you kind of have to burst there.
But no super here, one bullet left. Oh, if that didn't hit the wall, that was it.
Ooh, we're up 2-2. This is such a good match.
And what did I say?
Oh my gosh. Wow, Oh boy, yeah, I think that one mix-up was just a pinch greedy. Oh, Teddy's typing. Yeah, that's 2-2, Teddy. You're good.
He's like, alright, I just need to make sure that I can win now.
I think it's good, especially in like this kind of matchup. You definitely want to take a moment, especially with something like that where you miss something on the jaws of victory, it just gets snatched out of you. It's okay to take a second just to go, whew, breathe it out, you know. I just saw GG's I'm ass in the chat. Alright. Teddy running a little hard there. Food jar. Okay, there's the... If you haven't seen why Kai's do that, you can watch Krakatoa's Guide to Neutral video on why Kai's full screen grab you. Yeah. Oh my gosh, wow. But, okay, yeah. MjKurase definitely has those on block. Ooh. But Happy Chaos can win off of this sliver of health. Oh. I like the idea, but it was just... Ooh, okay, Stun Dipper. Match point again for Teddy, but MjKurase with burst advantage.
Yeah, this time the Foudres aren't working around start.
Oh, there it is, the Haymaker. Alright, yeah. If you're Teddy, you want this round to go as long as possible, so that way you can get your burst back for the next round. Of course, optimistically win this round, but...
I was gonna say, if you're Teddy, you want to win this round.
Oh, of course. But if you can...
Is it close enough to break the wall?
Oh.
It does.
Is it close enough?
What am I saying? What am I saying?
Come on. It's heavy. It breaks the wall. Sacred Edge. Oh, yeah.
If there was a shot there that could have done it.
The FD keeping it from guard crushing, making that change even more useless.
Game 5, duel 3. He's still gonna keep doing it.
MJ calling out the Foudre arc at the round start. Gotta let that clone go away. Ooh. Oh, out of the concentration though. This is the time to go in.
Saying not even gonna give him a chance.
Ooh, MJ spaced that so well, ran right under it. No matter what happens, both these players played so good. Oh. This will be tough. It's not impossible though. We've seen Teddy's defense at full screen be really good. These FD blocks. Oh.
Not able to get out of the corner though, and that's going to be the final nail in the coffin. Fatcatteddy, Teddy putting on a hell of a show.
Yeah. Debut performance. Teddy is super good. Oh my goodness. And MJ, of course, also just a super duper solid player.
He is the Game 5 master.
That's true. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. MJ's got to get that matched. That screen time. Got to do their sponsor RS real good. Oh, connection's been lost. The classic.
Oh my god, dude.
See, the day I get to enter these tournaments, I know I'm gonna get paired up with MJ like right away. It's gonna be rough.
Are you able to take a look at the rounds that haven't played yet in losers?
Yeah, what's going on?
Guess.
Oh my, no way. We checked.
I know.
We touched. Oh, you know what? I think I know what happened. All right, let's see where we're at. It says best of 5 there. Let's try here. Yeah, it says best of 5 there. Yeah, it says best of 5 everywhere. I'm not seeing where in losers.
It was losers round 4, they said.
Yeah, I'm looking at the settings. And yeah, Fatalpulse and Kid Dracula had a... What's it called? We're able to play free matches.
I think Riot fixed it.
Oh, Riot fixed it? Oh, shoutouts to Riot. Let's go.
Yeah. Yep. MJ's got to hop off the set here.
MJ just taking that moment where like, oh boy, is that our buddy? Is that Mr. OddToaster?
My favorite Nago OddToaster. Versus replay.
Okay. I'll double check the spelling once it clears. Let's see.
It's R3PLAY.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
Yeah, Nago Jacko.
We have another Jacko? Gosh.
Yeah, I don't know who told all the cool Jackos about our tournament, but thank you.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Their tags lost and found on the screen. Okay.
Gotcha.
Gage. Ooh, do we let the intros rock? I like letting the intros rock.
I like that, like the shading where the shadow, like where his beard would be, is blue. If there was a Jacko skin with no mask
on. There's a couple things you can do. You can taunt after a game and hold it, and then that'll take the mask off. And then I also think there's a mod for it.
Oh, I'm sure there's a mod.
Oh, yeah, there's a mod for everything. Like, if you pick the right color Nago, you'll get an Akatsuki Nago on this. I'm surprised we haven't run into any of my modded skins.
True. We just need the Faust players back in for that. But OddToaster is starting off super strong here.
Yeah. That's a Nago round. And did they get the... Yeah, they got the burst out of that round. So this round... This matchup, I'll be honest, I am not 100% of how it goes. I feel like Nago not being mobile would be tough to deal with, but I'm sure Beyblade just cuts through every minion.
I was gonna say, I think minions being down already might make Beyblade unsafe if you do an attack or a defend command, but I don't think OddToaster is gonna give Replay a chance to even get one out.
Oh no, that wasn't supposed to be a full screen throw. Okay, hold on, they're getting started. This can actually... Oh, yeah. Okay, well, round 1 goes to OddToaster. Just didn't really... Replay looking to get started there, and a lot of that comes down to round start. So I'm trying to think... So, a lot of times, Jacko's best round starts tend to be... She has some pretty fast buttons, like low-profile things.
Yeah, 2D being a big one.
Yeah, 2D, 2K, even 5K can be a pretty good round start, but the problem is Nago has some amazing round starts for that, and if they don't want to do Fukio back into something, they can just do 6K, and they can low crush it, which is real tricky to deal with.
Yeah, see, even if you block the round start, you're just getting pushed all the way back into the corner.
Yeah. Which can be so rough. Good idea with the shields, though. And even if that... So, OddToaster didn't swing into that shield, but now that the shield's been out, that's going to be an OddToaster's head. OddToaster's going to have to go, okay, I know shield can come out.
What a great dashback. That had to have been a call out. There's no way that was a reaction.
For sure that was a call out. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, this could be... Yeah, forced to spend the burst. But that's... Yeah. I like using the shield to keep the threat alive.
Yeah, it kind of gets you one extra minion, but Toaster is just waiting and picking a spot where Jacko's either throwing a minion or the minions can't really get in the way, and he's getting in there every time.
So to beat out waiting kind of reactive play, you'll need to do some kind of establishing play, right?
Right.
Run up grab, but the thing is OddToaster can try to react. Oh, that's the gap.
Yup.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Jacko without minions, it's really hard to do establishing play.
Yeah. Kind of probably one of the only main weaknesses of the character besides a lot of her buttons being unsafe on block. But that's the thing. Jacko has so many things has a couple good options she can do after it, where it's sort of a mix-up between like, oh, I did a few buttons, am I going to pull a minion and extend my pressure, or am I going to do the kick and counter hit you?
Right, I think I actually want to see a little bit more of that move when you could throw a minion coming out from replay, because that's when OddToaster's picking his spots.
That's true. Not to take focus off this match, but I just peeked what the next match is, and I'm super excited.
Great gold burst though coming out. You're gonna get lots of space for that, and then the super there coming out, making it so these minions can't die. And you saw that kick coming out from Nago not doing anything.
Yeah, armor super. So I would say it's such a good choice in this matchup, especially in this like player-to-player matchup. And I love the fact that the Lost and Found keeping up these shield supers, just because it's making anytime you can make Nago stop moving is such a nice time.
I think we should have seen a attack command come out there when Nago was just stuck in the minion.
Ooh, that's bad. Yeah, that's... Blood-Sucking Universe is such a good command grab.
Living by a tiny sliver, you'll have one chance left if you replay here.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this is gonna be such a good experience for replay, because guess what? The next person you fight, they're probably not gonna be pressuring you like this.
That's sick.
Yeah, that was... Replay has some pretty cool Jacko formations. Yeah, they guessed command grab. They guessed incorrect.
Look like a player who loves to cook. They just need a little help getting in the kitchen.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
he's waiting for the burst.
Hold on. Yeah, no, good stuff to replay. I definitely saw the signs of life there. It's just Toaster having a pretty good knowledge of this matchup and really keeping an eye on things, just picking their spots. And I'll be honest, there was definitely one or two spots. It was definitely a mini guess of like, oh, should I swing into the minions now? And Shield came out and they just ended up not doing it. So one or two unfortunate spots, but still really good stuff from replay. And I love their use of supers. I think they have the right game plan. It's just one or two different decisions.
Definitely, and I hope they go back and watch that set like you were saying, because they were starting to get some stuff going there at the end. They just got to look for where their gaps are. Yeah.
And I mean, Nago pressure is so good at just being like, hey, by the way, that's not a gap, but it could be. You don't know. You gotta guess. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, I like the stuff that replay was doing once they could get minions out. That armor super seemed to be paying off quite well.
Yeah, I think the armor super is definitely the way to go. I think spamming the attack maybe a little bit more will be...
Alright, but next, Mahdoood versus MacMens.
This is gonna be fun. Off the top of my head, we have a lot of resident Enos here, so I could have them mixed up. But I remember Mahdoood being one of the more aggressive ones. And then MacMens, just the Anji master.
Yeah, Yeah, MacMens showing up on a few tournaments over the last couple of weeks and just putting in a ton of work, looking real impressive. I think just barely losing to SQ earlier in the week.
Oh wow, yeah, and that's, you know, that's definitely not a loss to be ashamed of. You know, it's like, oh no, I only lost to, you know, possibly the best Ram. Darn. Oh, MacMens, it's in the pinned comment, the pinned message.
Thank you, Riot, for the assist as always.
Oh yeah, Riot. Riot's the best. If I could pay Riot, I would. Oh yeah, I have to clear out some of the main medals too.
Yeah. Also, big thank you to Polly for helping out as well.
Yeah, for sure. Polly, Mahdoood, Josie. We definitely have a nice little staff here, or not staff, nice little mod team. And yeah, that has taken so much pressure off of us. Like trying to, I remember when we first started, we were trying to do all of it, and it was
crazy.
Yeah, it was a nice little disaster.
Yeah. And now that we're having 60-person brackets, we definitely cannot keep up.
Yeah, shoutouts to our biggest bracket yet, and just so many players coming back. I was worried we were gonna lose a bunch of players because a lot of the Wednesday tournaments started back up, but I don't know, people are sticking with us and like playing here.
Yeah. It's a nice little cool community that's kind of been building up, and I'm excited to see all the new faces, all the returning faces. These are two of our returning faces, though, about to duke it out here in winner's quarters.
I had one too many O's in Mahdoood's name.
I think every week you should just add more O's.
Ooh, Mahdoood kind of zoning out Anji. This approach is kind of interesting.
Yeah, new Eno, sick, by the way.
Oh god, yeah. Alright, you guys, alright, dear Arxis, don't give Eno anything else. She's perfect.
I went to a Melee tournament on Saturday and talked to a bunch of people there about Strive, and a lot of them were like, yeah, I haven't played in a while, but I play Eno. And then I just tell them about all of her buffs, and they're like, I got like 5 people to be like, oh, I'm gonna go try it again.
Oh, for sure. I think, you know, there's a nice little bit of crossover there. Strive really being a fighting game that can finally bring everyone together. Like, just the right amount of complicated, but like you can pick it up and learn stuff pretty fast.
Yeah, as Ginger said, it kind of like scratches that same itch that you get when you're learning at Melee, or when you're improving.
There's always something to improve at, and that's what's nice about Strive. I have so many choices for my learning cycles. But speaking of learning cycles, Mahdoood's learning that MacMens is a scary Anji.
He's gonna cycle that Fujin all up on yo ass.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, this is the Anji pressure that I was talking about earlier that I wanted to see.
Wow, this is a dead Eno. That's game 1.
Yeah, what a monster combo coming out by MacMens to seal the first round.
And I know I say this every time, but the important thing to measure Eno matches is it's not by the health bars, because just of the fact that like Eno dies pretty fast, but Eno will also steamroll you if she gets an advantage. So it's not like if you're watching like Potemkin versus actually like Potemkin versus Soul like we saw earlier, that's when you can kind of look at the health bars and go, oh, okay, they both had a, you know, pretty good neutral interactions here. Potemkin was about this match. Anything with Eno, it's like no. Don't even look at the health bar.
She gets you in that knockdown, and then it can be your whole life bar.
Yeah. But dude really playing, you know, like a nice little Shoto character here. Forcing jumps, and then, you know, anti-airing.
I like spacing more and using some of these hitboxes to try to stop MacMens from getting in.
Ooh.
Yeah, every time MacMens gets in, it's just absolutely destructive. What a huge monster combo. I love the hit of the butterfly coming in there.
Yeah, although I think I like that idea for maybe closing out the match, I think early on getting in on Eno, getting in on Anji could be really nice just because you don't have to deal with counter super and ow.
What an absolute monster.
Yeah. MacMens taking this himbo to the farthest reaches. Yeah. There we go. Let's start. Yeah, let's start some Eno time. MacMen's going for these backdashes. Not a bad choice. It can make some combos awkward. If it does get hit out of the backdash. Yeah.
Yo, the slump. Yeah, that actually should be the round.
Ooh.
No.
Yeah, it was just a bit high, so he ended up getting that aerial wall stick as opposed to the grounded one. Oh, but one Fujin. This man's living on a Fujin and a dream.
What a food genius.
Yeah. Ow. Getting the hard knockdown is such an unfortunate thing here. No.
Oh my god.
Stop.
No way.
No. I need to look at... I did not see the risk gauge. That had to be risk gauge related. There's no way that killed.
Was absurd.
That was nuts. Alright. MacMens steals game 2.
Yeah. So...
Us either, Mahdoood. Yeah, there's your will it kill clip. Get it ready. There's no way. I can't even remember what started that. I was just so... I was like, okay, Eno has another chance to get up. This will be okay. I had no idea. The minute it killed, though, my brain was like, wait, get it back. Alright, alright. I think Mahdoood made some good adjustments. I just think, well, some things didn't work out, but MacMen's adjusting right back. The K.
These late butterfly hits are so cool.
Yeah. Really? Oh my,
Extra
no.
little bit of spice on top. I think that was a mistake.
Could have supered for the kill, but that's okay.
Could have been PRCing to make something safe.
Could have been. I think maybe they were concerned about the spacing on the super. Yeah.
That time.
MacMen's
Dude,
like,
underrepresenting grab a little bit.
Yeah, just a bit. But they also haven't had too much of a chance to go on offense. They've been trying this zoning game plan the first game and a half-ish.
Right.
It's hard though. Anji, I think, is decently well equipped to get out of this between spin, knocking out certain options, and Anji being made out of absolute brick and having a ton of health.
Yeah. One of Eno's biggest buffs that she got was her dive.
Oh,
and
Anji's
Anji's kit is really well equipped to kind of handle that. So Mahdoood not really getting a chance to let that rip.
Yeah, wow. Really good stuff from MacMens.
Yeah, 3-0 coming out.
But and Mahdoood is no slouch. Mahdoood top 8'd our first tournament. I think one of the following ones off the top of my head. But wow. It's dang. MacMens is a scary player. Real scary. Let's see what's coming up next.
I think we actually have Mahdoood back on stream again. He's gonna have to come right back versus Kyet.
No way.
Because unless Kurase and we have OddToaster versus Dantae happening now, and if that finishes, the winner plays Kurase. But both those matches are actually top 8, so.
Okay, yeah. And of course, we will be taking a break before top 8.
Yes.
Lets us get some water. Cools out. How's everyone doing tonight? How are the people? If you're in the tournament, how's your bracket going? Are you oop? Yes.
Between friends here.
For sure, the fight between friends.
Yep. Good to go.
You guys are good to go.
Good luck.
Enjoy Zoner.
Enjoy Zoner.
You guys, if you're watching the VOD, you can't see it, but in the Twitch chat or the Discord, there's some stuff going on. So we have Fatalpulse being our friendly neighborhood Zato player, and then we have the evil.
No, Fatal is the Axel.
Fatal's the Axel.
Yep, Fatal's the Axel, Imperfection is the Zato.
Okay, okay. I will fix this in just a second. There we go.
Alright, we've already seen good stuff come out from both players. Imperfection doing a really good job, like, kind of blocking earlier instead of continuing their combo to scout a little bit and see if Fatalpulse would throw something out. But Fatalpulse, like, these guys are friends, they know each other a little bit. Fatalpulse just, like, running through the gap he had and then just pressured Imperfection from that moment on and didn't really let him get going again.
Yeah. But Zato is fairly well equipped, although it will cost him some eddy pressure. Using that, you know, you can remember the name of the move until you have to say it. Using the oppression, the heavy eddy move to just get through some of these zoning tools.
Oppose.
Oppose, thank you. I knew it was OPP.
It is OPP.
No doubt
Oh,
about
what
that.
a 2K just starting to come, or I'm sorry, yeah, 2S just starting to come out from Zato and gets immediately stuffed.
Gets the knockdown. Ooh, but did not wait for the down, down, down.
Yep. Fatal push, or Fatal Pulse saying
Missed the
enjoys zoner for sure.
Aw, good stuff, good stuff. 1-0 to our good friend
Pulse.
Fatal Pulse.
Our good friend, that guy again.
Our good friend Chinese characters. The kanji. Ah, classic Guilty Gear.
Gotta love it. It wouldn't be Guilty Gear if I could see the games with no interruption.
Oh, for sure. It hasn't kicked us off yet. It's been, let's not jinx it.
No, it's been pretty good.
Yeah. I'm excited for, we haven't, oh, you know what we haven't had today? We haven't had our staple fast forward match yet.
No, we didn't get a fast forward match last time either.
Oh. I'm really sad we
Honestly.
I'm really sad we missed last week. There was a lot of cool matches.
I know. I was gonna say, I think my laptop honestly just handles watching better than my desktop did.
Yeah. Oh yeah, your desktop had some old hardware on it.
Yeah, but once that's done, we're gonna be back in business, baby.
I just gotta get not contagious. Alright. That jump P at the start's pretty good. There's a lot you can do. The new jump P being special cancelable is really nice. When those patch notes came out and they said Axel's P moves couldn't be special canceled, I was like, are you serious? This man was missing rights the whole time. Meanwhile, Testament's... Oh my, look at the damage.
Big Zato stuff coming out though. That sword had a chance to miss before, but in the patch he actually got that as a buff.
Oh my gosh. Ooh.
I think he might have been expecting burst and waiting.
And this is, yeah. This is how it's gonna go. If Zato gets Axel here in the corner, it's gonna be tough, especially if you position Eddie not to get 2K'd. But even then, that can still be... You can use Eddie as bait sometimes and just land a combo again.
Yep. Some of these characters like Axel, Bridget, people who have really far-reaching normals that can hit you in the air at that angle. Zato really has to like prove that fly-in block is something you have to think about before you can really get in that way.
That YRC is a... We've been talking about YRC being really good against Jacko. This is the other key matchup, I would say. YRC is like something sometimes just to save some meter for, because it can clear Eddie and it can start your turn back, which sometimes can be so hard to steal back against like this character and Jacko.
Yeah, characters that just put other things on the stream tend to have those things go away when they get YRC'd.
I got mixed. I got mixed to hell and back. Stop. Not like this.
Alright, so 1-1.
1-1 indeed.
What a nasty endgame.
Oh my gosh, my mental would be shattered. I'd be like, okay, Mr. Funny Zato, okay. But I've never ever snipped someone into another snip command grab, never. So don't worry. When other people do it, it's cheesy and silly, but when I do it, it's fair and calculated. That's the Guilty Gear
and I read
classic.
you 7 levels ahead.
Exactly. Other people do it. What's the stupid meme with Gustavo? You do it because this, I do it because this. Speaking of doing things, I'm actually a big Axel fan. I think Axel's so cool. Especially in this game where they got rid of his schoolboy short shorts. Ooh. Wow, that frog navigated the Zato, or the Axel zoning. Hard knockdown, full meter, get the Pierce going. Crouching slash to cover the gap. Yeah, just throw it. Ooh. Yeah. But Axel gets so low with the 2K.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that sword in the air.
Ooh, okay. Went for an air? Nah, that was an air grab. That had to be regular jump D. There's no way. Or they're thinking just 8 miles ahead of me.
Just barely weaving in and out of those hits until Axel finally lands one.
Can I offer you a standing P in these trying times?
No, how about a standing P?
Backdashing that command grab is so good. Because it's minus dub. It basically will let most characters just run in. It's one of those things I have to add to my list of things to do, but I could learn the options that are beating me, or I could just try to do cooler combos. Ooh, that was ambiguous.
Fatalpulse looking to close it out here if he can get one more opening, but no. Imperfection says, catch this.
The RC fly forward? Let's go.
He's boosted.
Yeah. Oppose eating that Renson. The my neutral is sick dog move. Air dash back, jump slide. With Axel. Ooh. I'm surprised that traded. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the 5D gonna catch your crouch in there. You gotta react to the orange.
Opting to go for the resource nicer super, yeah. And good job by good old Pulse here. Not saving that meter, going for the YRC, but yeah, it's still Zato time.
Yep, Imperfection's gonna go up 2-1. It looks like once he kind of figured out a way around Axel's hits and getting in, he's making a little bit more, taking a little more advantage of those opportunities. We're seeing some huge punishes coming out here on the Zato end, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, out of the box. This theme is criminally underrated in the songs. Little awkward corner stuff, but it gets all the Eddie meter back, so it ended up working out. Meter to keep it going, and just like that, Eddie meter's back. So now your goal is to keep Zato from building that Eddie gauge back before they can keep their pressure going. Yep. And just like that, you're back in the game. I think that's something a lot of new people struggle with in fighting like a decent Zato or a decent Jakku or some of these other characters, is just watching these gauges and knowing like, okay, when do I have to wait till? Because besides Happy Chaos, eventually these gauges will run out at close range. Oh. The boot.
Yeah, Fatal Pulse in total control that game.
Yeah. Ooh. The burst bait. That's gonna be huge. Because even if Imperfection wins this round, they're probably not gonna have burst for the next round, or not until the very end.
Right, but Fatal Pulse still in total control of this one as well. Might not even get to round 3.
No, yeah. I was about to say I probably would bet no on that one. All right, 2-2. We're going to game 5 between these two best friends, as I see it. Based on their Discord communications, they seem like they both want the other one to win so bad.
So badly.
So badly. This is one of those oddball matchups where it's like, you're not going to run into this every day. Sometimes the best thing you could do is just keep the general game plan against the other character in mind, and just, like Zato, it's okay to inch your way forward on the ground sometimes. Flying seems to be good because of the control you have, but then stuff like this happens.
Yeah. Does Drunkard work at all against Axel stuff? Or is it just oppose?
Gosh, you know, is Drunkard Shade the reflect move?
Yes.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay.
Nothing Axel does is a projectile. Ooh.
In that case, I really like the use of oppose.
Yeah, that oppose was pretty nice, and all the meter in the world to keep this going. Has to spend the burst, but the hero burst might not have been ill-advised. You've got to, I was about to say, you better get most of your burst back before this round's over, else this is gonna be real rough. Burst is such a valuable resource against Zato. Yeah. Not too bad. About 60% burst. Ooh. Yeah, that's... You gotta be careful with these approaches on Axels where, especially when they're a little more... Like, you can kind of see in Fatal Pulse's gameplay that they're definitely a little bit more zoner leaning. Some of the Axels like to get that hit and then smash in. Fatal Pulse is fine to stick to neutral. Ooh. Really trying to survive this the natural way. Doesn't want to use the YRC just yet.
Scary right now if you're Axel.
Okay, yeah, now it's time to YRC. Ooh, but doesn't manage to escape the corner just yet. The back throw. This is an Axel's dream. I was saying. The hard knot. This is gonna be tricky. Does Foxy do it? Okay, use the burst. I like it. Goes over? Alright. Oh. Nah. Oh, we're going to the last
Pulse
round.
taking it.
Burst advantage in Zato's favor. It's hard to burst against Axel, especially when playing like this. You know. Ooh. Knockdown timing was kind of interesting on that. Gave Zato time to jump.
Amazing flying path, like the fly path that he did there. Oh my god, just dodging all of the chains.
This is not a fun time, but telling Axel not to match 2K.
Action.
2K is such a good option for Axel. One of Axel's best moves. They've definitely checked out Stealthy's full guide to Axel. Oh, and they take it. Wow, good stuff. From the jaws of defeat.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many sets where it looked like Fatal Pulse was out of it. Like, oh man, Fatal's done. But then all of a sudden, boom, right back in there. Some of these names are throwing me off. You see exactly what I'm talking about.
Sure do.
I was like, is Pink just slinging out insults? And I think this will be... Is this our last set before the break?
It is. This is our last loser set we're going to have before we get into top 8 here. We have CammyEXE versus Eliard.
I've definitely seen CammyEXE's name around the towers. Yeah, looks like they're playing May. This place is a gathering place for Mays, I swear. We had Meaty, we got
Bikins,
Cammy,
honestly.
Lanxeared, Bikes. Yeah, it's Bikins, Mays, and surprisingly Jackos.
Yeah.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society.
Mankind knew.
So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed the beasts, heaven or hell.
Ooh, they letting the intros rock. I'll fix these names after the intros are done.
You better not treat me like a child.
Versus Viking. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Yes. All right. Eliard. Okay, we've seen Eliard here one or two times before.
I don't know if we have, because they are playing on a PS4, and we did not have crossplay all that long ago.
The name seems familiar for some reason. I swear. Well, I could be wrong. I've been wrong.
Maybe
many
you're
times
right.
Before.
It's okay. Either way, Cammy is absolutely unloading right now.
Oh, went for the full charge, but it was just a pinch low. This matchup's kind of interesting. It's I think normally when you're like the difference between this and the Anji matchup is May's moves are pinch disjointed, so she has a kind of a unique property that Anji doesn't have in this matchup to the normals, and then also the aerial approach is a little bit better against the counter move. Not always, but usually it's easier to find that far spacing where it just knocks you back if you do get countered, as opposed to getting the full animation and a third of your life bar gone.
Yeah. Always preferable for sure. Cammy doing a great job with their corner pressure, mixing up grabs well. And
Yeah.
getting the wall break super there. Probably going to see that Dolphin come in, barely missing the 6P after.
Eliard feeling the same thing in my bones. I was feeling a grab, but the Dolphin did throw me off a smidge. Ooh. Alright, solid opener from Cammy here.
Yep. And Eliard tried to do the old pull-up gun at the end there. Didn't quite work. Sometimes you just gotta throw the Hail Mary out there.
The Biken... the Biken classic. You got some meter, you have a little bit of space, shoot gun. Guard crush into... It's my turn.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Yeah, it looks like Eliard's trying to space a little bit more now, and seems to be paying off here. Huge opening.
There we go, Hamalock. How's that sound? Is that a little bit louder?
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
Alright, perfect. Sweet. Alright, good burst from Eliard. I like that early burst to take the momentum advantage, and if this match is going to go a while, you can at least maybe get that next one back. That K made it so the other move would connect. Let's go. I like the idea of not finishing the combo there to keep the corner, but Cammy found an escape. Ooh! Eliard's got the combos.
Oh yeah, Eliard's got some sauce.
Oh!
Barely not connecting.
Still guard crush though, still a decent situation after. Not the one you want though. Yeah, that worked.
Slap.
Alright, Eliard fires back and says, no, I'm not going out like this. Alright, 1-1. I think when you're playing two characters that really like to slug it out like this and have kind of similar approach options too, because Maisie, they're going to come in with something fast and surprising horizontally like a Dolphin or air dash. Pick a button. Probably slash or a heavy slash. Biken's going to be air dashing, slash, and using that forward, or I think it's 3 slash or 3 heavy slash, which is like the lunging low. So,
I think it's actually just 2.
is it? Oh, it is just 2. Yeah. After my lesson Saturday, that might be my next goal. Just go through everyone's movesets once or twice, just to just so I know the notation right off the top of my head.
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't hurt to know. That's kind of where I'm at too, trying to find some more character-specific answers to stuff.
Ooh, yeah, classic biking.
Yozanson there, instant, doing such a good job of covering any approach option that Cammy tried to do.
Yeah, Eliard got, looks like they got kind of a little bit of a, just kind of a feel for what Cammy's doing, and then decided, all right, I know exactly what I need to do.
Yeah, even though those jabs in the corner didn't lead to anything, Eliard had those IBs on deck. So we'll see if that matters later.
PRC to keep it safe. That is such an important skill you can develop in this game too, outside of like just learning, you know, better combos or, you know, like super specific stuff. It's just being able to like figure out the opponent and adjust to them faster. And it's like it's just something you have to consciously do. You just have to take a few matches where you play really slow, but you watch them. You just watch the opponent so hard and go, I know exactly what they're doing. Ooh, yeah. Jump slash seeming a little pesky for Cammy.
Yeah, if Eliard can be in the air already when Cammy has a chance to do something, then it's really good. If Cammy has like a little bit of a chance to set something up first, you can call out bike and jumping.
Yeah. Playing reactively, but while inching people towards each other is going to be such a kind of a good name of the game. If you can get that screen advantage, you can really force your opponent into certain options. Getting this first knockdown is so nice. That kick it, the 2K into 6K is so tough to deal with. It's so fast and it's pretty darn safe. Okay, we got some beach ball. Ooh, yeah. Heavy.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about that call out for the jump.
Yeah, standing heavy slash is so it's the call out button. Oh, that beach ball blew up. Because if you can just press that, it covers a lot. It's so active and it covers a big space in front of May. So if they're jumping really low or they're just doing anything in front of you, you most likely hit them with some part of it. It's deceptively far range. Ooh, jumps over the dolphin. Ooh, is Eliard gonna secure this?
Goes for the tether Kabari that time instead. I think it's the first time they brought that out, and it's going to be the round or the whole game.
The match. That was a pretty fast 3-1. Good stuff to Cammy though for coming out, showing off some May.
Yep.
I have a feeling we're gonna see some more May. I haven't looked at the bracket, but my psychic prediction is that Lanxeared is still in this bracket.
They are. How do you feel about skipping the break because Winners has been waiting for about 30 minutes?
All right, let's do it. Well, maybe we'll do it for top 3 or 4 or something.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. I still have a little bit of water left.
Says you've...
Oh boy. Yeah.
To start.
So if you like high flying himbo action, we're here for you. We have on G.
I know I do.
Yes. So let's pull up MacMens, the legend.
The legend.
And Kyet. I know we've seen Kyet before, but off the top of my head, I cannot remember who Kyet plays. So, oh, I read this somewhere interesting. What's it called? Someone said that Baiken is kind of similar to Fox in this game because although in the top representation there's not a ton, once you go to that one level below, throughout the top 100, it's just a plague of Baikens. Just like, yeah, there's a few Foxes in top 10 or 20 of Melee, but then it's like when you go down, it's really when it's like Fox, you know, Dr. Mario, Fox.
I was gonna say it's probably closer to Falco because there's like a ton of Foxes in top 100.
Yeah. All right, we got.
But
Ooh, Kyet playing Axel.
yeah, another Axel doing a good job in the tournament, making it pretty far.
So this is gonna be interesting. Anji Spin obviously is gonna be a good tool, especially for some of the slower zoning options. But for some of the faster ones, it's gonna be a little tricky. We'll see. I'd love to see how a good Axel handles an Anji pressure. Oh, and they got the good song.
Great spacing by both players so far.
I forget, there was some kind of team event, like some kind of 5v5 round robin team event. I think it was a Twitch Rivals event. This was the only song playing the whole time, and it never got worse. Alright, MacMen's going to be up on Meteor. This is going to be important for working their way in and really cashing out the damage.
MacMens is approaching in like one of the best ways I've ever seen anyone approach a zoner. Oh, excuse?
I thought that was a Faust exclusive thing. Oh my goodness.
It was so cool. I've never seen that before.
I've never seen that either. MacMens? We're MacMens fans here, but I'm also an Axel fan, so I kind of want to see Kyet get started.
MacMens men's.
The naked Fujin? Yeah, I didn't do anything after that either. Oh no. MacMens is saying, you know what's the best solution to dealing with Axel? Just no playing for you.
That was a double perfect.
No. No, was that a double perfect?
Yeah, and MacMens blocked a lot of moves early.
Oh.
Like, that wasn't just like a steamroll perfect. That was really impressive.
MacMens and Riot dropping the knowledge. This is the Axel that beat Bonbabon. Legendary.
Oh, crap.
Legendary big body player. I know Bonbabon from Marvel 3, but I believe, off the top of my head, they play Potemkin in this game.
That would make sense.
Yeah. No offense to Kyet, obviously super good player for doing so, but yeah, that's Bonbabon's crazy. So that's oof. All right, let's see what we got. Can Kyet escape this? How does MacMen still have meter? Ooh, the hero burst. That's interesting. Yep. Oh, he
That
plays
honestly
Soul?
kind of.
Okay, Bonbabon plays Soul. Never mind. Wow.
It kind of felt like the first real chance that Kyet even had to burst there, and it's unfortunate that it was a hero burst, but they probably had burst in mind, and they were just waiting for a spot and didn't even look to see how low they were.
Yeah.
Because they're blocking for an eternity.
Yeah, it's when you're in these situations where you're blocking forever and you're like, I just need to find the gap. I need to find it so bad so I can push 2k and start my turn. And it's like, MacMens is just like, no turn for Axel. Wow. Yeah.
What a monster.
Actually, that makes sense because Bonbabon does play big bodies, but they usually don't like to play big grapplers. They usually like to play the big, the brawlers. Okay. Yeah, because they played Trombone, Hulk, third character in Marvel. It's been a while since I've seen a nice Bonbabon set. Alright.
So MacMen's saying, I want to be the first person to win 2 Guilty Ear Reloadeds.
I'm about it. And I think they could do it, but alright, Kyet's had some time to download. I think if Kyet can get some strong zoning started and get some really nice axle pressure going, I think they have the tools to do this.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and that's where the spin's gonna come in handy. The juicy
Yeah, a little
combo.
unfortunate that Kyet basically didn't get a first game.
Yeah. This would be a lot Their burst timing was definitely a lot better this time around. I wouldn't. They'll still build back a good chunk of it.
This super into wall break does so much more damage than I expect every time.
Yeah. I got hit there. I was going for wake up grab. The counter
Wow.
super. Oh my gosh, MacMen's making a statement, saying I'm ready to go to Grands. Hold on though, this is what Kyet's been waiting for though. Kyet's got to make this count. Oh, loses the corner though. Can't keep it forever as Axel. That's okay, but yeah, it's gonna be really hard to keep the pressure on a player like MacMens. MacMens is nuts.
Yeah, MacMens like has not had corner pressure, I felt like, for the entire round. Or like the entire set.
Yeah. Yeah, and they were ready. Can't burst it. No. Wow, that killed. MacMens MacMens buffing the damage before they came here. That's 3-0.
Yep, good stuff. Moving on to winners finals there for MacMens.
That's right.
And next we have MjKurase OddToaster. OddToaster vehemently hates Happy Chaos.
Yes, I remember this. I think by OddToaster, super strong player, MJ super strong player. I think OddToaster can do it. And MJ, I know, wants to break that curse. I know MJ wants to. I know MJ wants a win under their belt. They've gotten second and third way too many times.
Yeah, they're due for a gold.
I believe.
Now, last time these two played, I think Toaster tried a different character.
That's right. Toaster.
I want to say it was Geo.
Yeah, Toaster brought up the Geo game one, and then it kind of fizzled out, and then went back to the Nago. And I think sticking with Nago is a good choice here against MJ. Familiarity, I think, will carry you through. Like we saw Fatcatteddy earlier, who definitely knows Kai in and out. They were able to just take their character familiarity and their matchup familiarity and let that carry them to one of the closest sets we've seen with MJ.
I was gonna say though, who hasn't gone 3-2 with MJ at this point?
MJ makes it a point for the matches to go 3-2. Gotta make sure RS is on the screen. Oh, this doesn't have OddToaster's sponsor on there. Let me add that on.
So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blame the
There we go.
beasts. Duel 1.
All right. Yeah, this is where Toaster can win the match. I think here you play it chill. I think you don't go for anything too wacky because you want to try to pick less burstable options. Not everything can be 100% burst save, but yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, best way to not let Happy Chaos get started is just to like kill him in one interaction. That seems pretty good to me, right?
Yeah. It's kind of like, ooh, the quick burst bait from MJ. Ooh, MJ also calling
nice
out
IB.
the wall jump release. Yeah. There we go. But goes for the backdash, but the charge on the dust catches it too. MJ
Yeah,
trying to
Happy
cover-
Chaos Dust is like a freaking move and a half.
Nice. OddToaster's like, if I gotta take this curse, I'm just gonna do a flying Beyblade through it. Deciding to pick scissors. Let's go.
Toaster bringing it all the way back. It's gonna be one more interaction.
Oh.
MJ up on resources.
Yeah. Dang. And that 2K should have caught the BRC, but MJ was ready. Oh. Slip sliding. That was such a late gunshot. And Of course they build up the meter. 6 bullets back in the chamber, positive bonus.
Burst.
Get the curses on.
Yeah, there's nowhere for like OddToaster to go.
Back
That was great patience still by Toaster. Oh
out
my
of
god.
bullets, but can still shoot.
MJ wanted the burst so bad.
All right, 1 up for MJ, but OddToaster really convincing round 1 and a pretty strong round 3. So
They can definitely bring this one back, but
for sure they should not feel discouraged. I'll have to check out Bonbon's DBFC team. I'm so curious who they play. I haven't kept up with DBFC since season 2 or 3. Alright, round start kind of decides everything. MJ picking a pretty safe option. Toaster with the burst bait. Oh, the cross up. It's so hard to block. Rolls in front. Nice. At the 2 blood, a lot of those moves are nice and buffed. Yeah, yep. Baits the YRC. And
it might not have even been a bait. I think they were just spacing and could cover it if it happened.
yeah, that's a better way to put it. I think it was they were spacing for burst and it also spaced for YRC at the same time. That's really smart in that situation because hero burst on Happy Chaos is pretty strong because if they can land curse, they can really set up some annoying situations for you to deal with.
Right. Usually hero bursting is bad because it puts you like far away from them and you have such low life. But Happy Chaos wants to be far away from you.
Yeah, it allows them to set up their best situations and then they can go in. So once you have the curse. Oh, okay. So
this double pass stuff, half dust stuff is
yeah. I would be definitely a little tilted. I would definitely be a bit tilted. But this is, even though Toaster lost that round, all they needed was to get into this round start with Happy Chaos having no burst.
Yep.
They can do their round start completely different now. Instead of very different situations. Doing a good job managing the blood. Good defense. Good back throw.
Great grab.
Oh, it hits off OC.
There we go.
Yeah.
That should be the game.
That's a game for
All right.
Toaster.
Yep, good stuff. Tying it up 1-1.
I think the hardest part about this matchup is okay, we're just gonna do this a lot now. I think the hardest part about this matchup is going to be getting that first burst out of MjKurase where it doesn't win them the round.
Yes.
Because if you can get that first burst out and it doesn't win them the round, then they can play at burst disadvantage. And let me push the X button. And then that's when you can kind of, like you saw that last round, since they didn't have to worry about burst or YRC or any defensive options that could steal the turn back, OddToaster could just really do some really strong standard pressure, even if it's a little greedy on blood too, because you can just go into /// and then make it safe.
Mm-hmm. And if anything, building up the blood at that point is a good thing because it lets you hit from a little bit farther away.
Yeah, you can really juice the speed on that crouching slash. Because even though they've increased the recovery on it, juicing the speed on it can be so hard to deal with because it's just like, hey, this is a really fast low, and then you're hit. There it is. Like we were just saying, OddToaster mixed in a lot of burst bait points into there.
I think it's a fantastic game plan for Happy Chaos. Like everything we've been talking about. He just really needs to get that to win the set, and he's playing for the set, not just each individual round.
Yeah, that's something that'll take you so farther, even though it feels counterintuitive sometimes. Because sometimes you're like, well, if I just kill them fast, doesn't matter if they have it. Well, yeah, but give them every chance to hang themselves.
Right.
All right, but this is another. Speaking of burst, also one of one of the few weaknesses that Happy Chaos has, I would say, is they are not very good at killing while not building a lot of burst. A lot of their combos use a lot of hits, and also that super will build you up probably like a quarter of your burst bar. And this takes a while, so look, you can see OddToaster's burst just chugging, just going up, up, up.
Good do it for this round.
Yeah.
But like you said, now OddToaster built back up his burst. Can he finish it off before MJ can get his?
And taking the curse there as a bait, and then just delaying that approach to make MJ go, okay, I can do something now. Oh, look at, oh no.
Yep,
Oh,
there's the pop.
That's the worst case scenario.
This is so bad. Oh, I think he missed.
Oh, yep. Oh. And just a small mistake on Toaster's part. Taking the bet on that blood. Oof. It was so
He just
close.
dies so fast now when he pops.
Oh, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, before, those combos already hurt so bad. Now with the health debuff, oh god, it's a wrap.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
That gold burst, super scary. OddToaster trying to do everything they can to keep the pressure on, but now they're stuck in the bad zone. They have like a solid another 20 seconds of waiting this out to go. But MJ runs in saying like, okay, you're willing to wait, I'll start the mix-ups. Concentrates right in Toaster's face. That's not a Toaster's like, I'll take that challenge. And now Toaster's got MJ in the corner. I've never seen crouch slash whiff on Happy Chaos. First time for everything.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Nice. OddToaster definitely doing some homework. You can tell they had an anti-clone setup right there. That's so much damage. Oh my gosh. And the super is going to be such a hard knockdown. But MJ does have burst back. And a stick and a half a stick of meter. So this is going to be the BRC.
BRC.
That tech is so
Getting
good.
that little bit of aerial and hitting the punch, hitting the overhead.
Toaster looking to wait out the curse. Saying, okay. Use. Oh. Oh, that's bad.
Unfortunate.
MjKurase
Happy
betting
Chaos
it
on
all.
the tiniest little amount of health, but I still think it's in his favor right now.
The 5K. Toaster. It's 2-2. Which storyline are we going to get? Are we going to get MJ moving up to Winners Finals to try and claim that grand final spot? Are we going to get Toaster conquering his character demon?
Or will MJ do the MJ, winning in Game 5 again?
Oh yeah, MJ's got that a little bit of the dial-up internet downloading. We got the
Wait.
But no, this is some high play. They're both playing around each other's options so well. Toaster's definitely had the right idea. But this is a lot of blood. That reached? That's incredible.
Yep, that's because of that level 3 or level 2 blood.
But wait, oh, that was one too many Fukios. Oh, dead. Wait, no, alive.
No, it dropped.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's not enough. What's gonna happen? This round start decides it all. Woo!
Wild.
OddToaster on match point after the craziest, riskiest round. I think a little bit of nerves coming in from Kurase.
Yeah, Toaster clutch as fuck though.
Oh! Backdash of the dust said, I'm tired of it. With the flexing clone. Toaster's like, fine. Do your worst. What a block. Toaster's saying, you gotta earn it. Ooh. I know it's tempting. It's so tempting.
Barely
to burst.
catches him with the Beyblade. Toaster has a burst and meter.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay. Match point for both players. Both of them at full burst. Toaster doing the weight, but Kurase said, "All right, I've seen that before. You gotta do something different." Dang. It's okay. They're running. Oh no! But yeah, that hit in the air let them reload all their bullets. It's so tough because for most characters the advice is don't jump, but it's tough for Nago because they can't dash block forward and slowly inch their way in. They have to
Jump block.
You have to do it like that.
One more
that looks
interaction.
like it.
Yep, that should be it.
That should be it. Let's make sure it hits. It hits.
Nice. Good stuff
yeah.
to OddToaster, taking it 3-2.
In an incredible set. And Kurase had, by the end, had a really good game plan going into that. But just, Toaster just has been, I can tell, Toaster's definitely been in the lab. Definitely been looking into that matchup going, I know what I need to do.
That's gotta feel good.
Oh.
Toaster moving on to winners finals up against MacMens later.
That anti-clone setup in the, what was it? I think game 3 or 4. That would have broken me if I was Happy Cast. I would have been like, no, I'm done. This man can get around my clone, plus me having meter and curse. All right, it's a wrap.
And next we're hopefully gonna have Dantae versus Leathermuncher in losers if we can get Leather to respond.
Dantae with the strong emote game. While we're waiting on Leather, I think I have to.
There he is.
Oh, there's Leather. Oh, I was. No. Hey, no, I'm not battling. Hold on. There we go.
Yeah, this is my spot now.
All right. Ooh. Is it Axel week?
Wait, is this the third Axel? We haven't seen Leather on stream yet, right?
We have not seen Leather on stream yet. It's Axel week. Everyone get out your sickles.
Like, we haven't had any yet, and then there's just 3.
Alright. I'm trying to think. This... Another weird matchup that you really don't see all the time.
I was gonna say, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know if I've ever seen this matchup.
No, me either.
Might have seen the Stray Adventure versus Remy match somewhere, but...
Yeah. And I watch mostly stealthy when it comes to my my flavor of Axel, so I haven't seen this.
Yo.
Okay.
That was a sick defend.
Yeah. Alright, so it looks like defend's going to be probably a key factor in this matchup. You can defend some of these big zoning moves, and you can take a free turn.
It looks really good against Axel's jumping moves. Yo, the players who can use these momentum RCs to their advantage like that is so good.
Yeah. I believe, and I know someone will probably correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it tends to be... I believe the input tends to be air dash, then you put in an RC, and then you instant cancel it with another move. And it'll retain your air dash momentum, and then add onto it, and then your move will come out too. Oh yeah, I'd love to see Riot get down in here. So wait, did Leathermuncher take that?
They did, they were up 1-0.
That went by so fast, I forgot. You ever see the game goes into your eyeballs, but it doesn't really hit your brain?
Like, you feel like you saw one round.
Yeah. Okay. That's the first. When it comes to the Axel matchup, a lot of it is about the burst too. It's about getting through that first burst, especially when you're a character like Jacko, because you can't really set up minions from full screen as Jacko here. Axel can snipe them with one of the 10,000 long range moves that are really good at doing so. Wow.
Yo, Leathermuncher has those new combos on deck.
Bam. Wow, okay, round 1.
Convincing. Dantae still got that burst though. Yeah, Leather's making it really hard for Dantae to pull a minion.
Leathermuncher was just like, sorry, I was just talking to the Axel Collective. You know, Chris G, Mystic, Stealthy. We were all talking, and Remy, they were just giving me some notes.
It's Dantae time.
Ooh.
I think, unfortunately, breaking the wall a little earlier than they might have wanted.
Yeah.
Because of the extra damage from the minions.
Ooh, yeah. Because Axel Strike third game is pretty good. Not wrong. It's not top in class, but it's good enough to be kind of a scary force. BRC. Ooh, doesn't go for the air throw. I think that's pretty smart. Oh, I didn't see the charge dust. I'm commentating and I couldn't see it. How's Leather supposed to see it? That's what happens with Jacko. You get all these minions on screen, and then all of a sudden you're trying to focus on that plus a few other things, and all of a sudden you're getting charge dusted.
Dantae doing the thing there where you mess up an input, so then you have to immediately do it correctly after, even if it's not the right time anymore.
Yes. It's one of those fighting game player things. Everybody does it. It's just like, okay, that decided just not to hit Jacko for some reason there. I couldn't tell you why, but time stop. Oh, that's perfect.
Yo.
Yeah.
Oh, barely missing, but got the burst bait. Or the burst weight.
That was so late too. Wow, up 2-0 on Dantae. The emote legend was sitting next to the little slumping Faust in the corner.
I think we have Axel in top 17, Axel in top 13. This is Axel in top 8.
Do we have... Oh, we have Kyet still. We also have Kyet.
Are they also Axel?
That they are. Oh no. The Rensen hell. Because after they do it 3 times, you have to jump. It's like, even if they're not going to do it again, you know they're not going to do it again. You know you have to jump.
Yeah, this matchup honestly looks pretty difficult for Jacko. Like, Axel just has so much to stop you from ever, like, approaching. Like, sorry, it seems like Jacko can't approach without a minion, and it's really hard for them to pull a minion.
Yeah. Yeah, I never considered that. I mean, this looks really tough. I think it's time to hit the, have to hit the Jacko Collective and be like, hey, what do I do against the British funny man?
No, just what do I do against the British, period.
Yeah. How do I cross this Delaware? Alright, the run-up 6P was smart. Because Leathermuncher definitely looks ready for the defense tactics.
Alright, Dante's cooking here.
Okay.
I was hoping to see super.
I think breaking the wall is a pretty interesting choice here. Leathermuncher does have the meter for some kind of YRC, so maybe that could be good. Yeah.
Aggressive gold burst, but did not pay off. Leathermuncher taking it 3-0 over Dantae. Good stuff to Dantae, making top 8 here at the biggest GER that we have ever had.
Let's see. Okay, Kyet's saying it's actually slightly Jacko favored, but they have to have like all the matchup knowledge. It's one of those I can see that. There are definitely matchups in this game that are favor one character or another, but you have to have the knowledge, or else, it's, you're missing like one piece of info that instantly flips a whole point in the other character's favor. Like a good example is like Faust versus Geo. If you don't know to forward crawl pretty much all of Geo's special cancels, then that matchup becomes a lot harder because it gets really hard to get out of her pressure.
Next we're gonna get Lanxeared and Eliard, so we have another May Baiken.
Eliard's like, where are all the Mays coming from? Please. The full screen pressure game, she just says, interesting, yeah. So Kyet is so I think we saw defense come out once or twice. That's probably one of the techs. Is there any other tech that maybe Dantae could take with them to, you know, help deal with some of the tough axles in the future?
Also might just get to see it because it's going to be Kyet versus Leather up next after this.
Oh, Kyet's like, yeah, I'll show you. Don't worry. I'm excited for this match too. We haven't seen Lanxeared yet this tournament, which is
No, we haven't.
They get a lot of screen time. We could take a mini break from Lanxeared, but not too long. And Eliard definitely has some definitely a scary Biken. So, but Lanxeard's had to play a lot of scary Bikens here before. Shinfil, Kachiru, probably Drax once.
Lanxeared isn't playing their blue color.
Interesting.
You'd better not treat me like a child.
Maybe Lanxeared hit the level up, and their color has to change. They go from Super Saiyan God to Super Saiyan God Orange. You know what I'm saying? Or Super Pirate God.
You're so powerful, you're no longer glowing.
Yeah, and this is kind of what I was looking for the last time when we saw Eliard played. Was a lot of this neutral maze throwing out some of the more disjointed moves to kind of beat out Biken's really fast moves. Ooh, that's
Yeah. I think the difference here that we're seeing is Lanxeared was Lanxeared, like you were saying, doing more of those disjointed aerial approaches, but then if they weren't working, they were backing off and they weren't immediately dolphining in.
Yeah. This is where May has in my opinion, probably the pinch better normals for this specific matchup. But by a pinch, I mean literally the world's smallest percent. Okay. This should kill. Yeah. With May, you never know. I've seen her live some of the wackiest combos. The Yo Johnson round start. Interesting choice. Not the world's worst choice, but yeah, you have to be careful because you do lose your turn if it's blocked.
I like ending the dolphin early and going for that 3K.
Yeah. Yep, that'll do it. Lanxeared is so efficient. Every time they get a hit, they try to take it to the max damage and into the best situation. And Lanxeared's definitely someone who's done their homework of, how do I end this matchup in 2 or 2.2 touches?
I think that was the fastest 3-round game I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was just a kind of a back and forth of, all right, I'm going to hit you for 8,000 damage, not if I hit you back for it. And whew. Oh yeah, I'm out of water. We're hanging in there. All right.
Sorry.
No, you're good. And all of my COVID symptoms are gone except for the cough. The cough is hanging around a little. Biken's upset. I'm down one arm and I only got a sword. This girl's got the whole anchor.
Hold that anchor, too heavy.
Thanks, you're doing the nice FD there. Alright.
Yo.
Ooh.
Yeah, unfortunately for Eliard, Lanxeared just being super patient and knowing that when Biken's in the air like that, you just have to block high until she lands.
Oh my gosh. Was ready for the gold burst. Yeah, Lanxeared doing a really good job of, now that they're around up, they can take an extra moment here and there just to be like, alright, what do you do in this situation? And then they can pick a good option for it. Ooh, front or back. I block your gold burst as well. Yo, Johnson catching the air dash out. And this is where it's definitely going to be hard for either character. Neither character is going to be amazing at escaping, but Lanxeared.
Wow, what a nice combo.
Yeah. That's a classic Lanxeared combo. Just, it's for 10,000 damage and it wall splats.
Any of these high dolphin into kick follow-ups like that.
Yeah. May kick is I think is a very good move with some pretty specific uses, but you can do a lot with it. You can jump in with it. You can use it for air extensions. There's a lot you can do with it.
That like entire like game was less than 60 seconds.
All right, Lanxeared up 2-0 on Eliard, but Eliard definitely showing scary signs. Just hasn't been able to really close these out.
It's hard when you're getting hit for like 85% in one combo.
Yeah, that's playing against a really strong Mei. It's just like, well, darn. It's one of those things where it's learning to position yourself where Mei can't get a really big combo, but also you have to be able to excel at that position too. And I think that's one spot where Baiken's gonna have a little trouble too. It's like you want to keep this certain max distance kind of where it's like the best you get is like crouch / dolphin into maybe a bad situation, but ooh, that was a nice good 6P to catch the follow-up. Eliard saying I have air dash in K shenanigans as well. Ooh, wait.
Yeah, that tether gonna do work for Eliard here.
I got caught. Okay, that works out. That works out. And they were able to build back a good chunk of their burst. They might be able to get it back by the end.
Yeah, Eliard doing a much better job this time picking their spots and really making the most out of it.
Oh, that was really cool. I haven't been hit with it, but I did not know you could get tatami'd into the air D. Wow.
It might be because of the tatami change, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's possible. Well, the tatami changes, you can have just as many as you want on screen.
Gotcha, okay, I thought it had something to do with like when you could do another thing after it. You are definitely right.
Yeah, you can just do as many tatamis as you want. You can have like 3 or 4 on screen if you spend all your bar for no reason.
Eliard, knowing that he is gonna
Ooh, the cross up.
get TRC jump grabbed.
Goes for the hero burst. I don't disagree. Wants to close this round out before Lanxeared gets a chance, but Lanxeared definitely takes it back. Both these characters can kill pretty fast, so they may not build burst back up.
Like we said before, this is one of those classic Lanxeared combos.
No.
Or it just looks like you start with a red health bar.
Yeah, the round start red health bar is pretty rough. Literally ran up, did nothing, waited for the backdash, and then threw up the Lanxeared. You're crazy.
Monster. Lanxeared moving on. Good stuff to Eliard for making top 8.
Yeah, let's go Eliard. Eliard definitely showing a lot of cool stuff in the matches they got to play. Wow.
Next we're going to do Kyet versus Leathermuncher. So yeah, like we just saw, it's going to be another Jacko versus Axel match.
Yeah, let's see how this goes. Leathermuncher definitely not looking like a slouch, but Kyet seems to have a little bit. Seems like they have some knowledge that might help out. So Dantae, if you're still here, this would be the match to watch, I'd say.
Agreed.
Let's see. Is Leather a player 1 or player 2 guy? Player
Leather's
1.
a player 1 guy.
Okay. Let's capitalize that L. Perfect. I'm excited to see some of this tech and knowledge Kyet's talking about. Leather did a real convincing job of making the matchup look hard.
Yeah, saying that the matchup is actually a slight Jacko favorite, so we'll have to see how they're able to kind of get around those neutral pokes.
I could see the pressure definitely being a problem because Axel pretty much having reversal super and not much else. But also, Axel doesn't have to spend a lot of meter in this matchup, and being able to hold onto that meter for YRC.
Oh wait, this is double Axel.
Wait. Oh, this is the Axel mirror. We were.
I was so wrong.
Well.
Ignore everything we just said.
Yeah. This will be. All right, I'm ready for an Axel mirror. All right.
Yeah, I don't even know what happens.
Leather, the classic color. Kyet, definitely the green. The Irish color. So I wonder what this is gonna...
This is a little wild because it looks like both Axels actually want to be like aggressive.
Oh, for sure. Definitely. Ooh. I wonder if Kyet tried to backdash it or maybe jump it. Ooh. Leathermuncher really just running.
Leather's a scrapper.
Yeah, I think Leather definitely recognized at the beginning. Yeah, you want to be the aggressive Axel, putting on the up close pressure. So I think a lot of mirror matches really come down to, can you be the person who's putting on the tough, consistent pressure? You know, taking.
Hey.
Yeah.
I hate playing every mirror match.
Well,
in every game.
Do. I like the Faust mirror match. It's funny. We just duck our things all the time. We have like 3 moves we can throw out in neutral because we're crawling all the time, and then either that or we're throwing items full screen. It's like, all right, who got meteors first? It was me. I'm running. All right, round 2. I want to see. Let's see what neutral adjustments Kyet can make, because I think that's definitely where once Leathermuncher got the momentum, it was tough.
Grabbing a little too early that time.
Yeah. It looks like jumps. Yeah, jump slash there is gonna be at certain angles is gonna be able to weave out specific angles. I don't even think 6. Can't remember if it's 6K or 6S, but I think if you space it just right, you're.
There's that invincible super.
Nice. Yeah, that'll take it. That'll take round 1. I think you can go under 6K if you time your jump S right. That, though, I am definitely not the Axel mirror match expert, so I could totally be wrong. A lot of what we're going to be seeing is, like, probably guesses. You know, kind of like, all right, can we see the start of something? Why are the players doing what they're doing?
Yeah, it looks like Leather is taking the chances when he's thinking that Kyet's going to do some grounded coverage option. He's getting his jump-ins, and that's when he's really capitalizing and like putting Kyet in the corner, really like putting the pressure on, and Kyet really hasn't been able to do the same.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's like small movements and small like little things they could do to try and prime the other to do that. And ooh, I was just about to say what a good situation with the back throw. Ooh. Yeah, that was going to be a nasty VRC time there. I wouldn't want to be in there either. Tries to call out the Rensen, but just didn't dash far enough. Nice naked Rensen. Plain Sun.
Red safe.
Wow. And Leathermuncher finding a really nice conversion on that to take game 2. Yeah, with Axel's defense not being too great, besides the magical 2K, yeah, whichever one you can, once it's about setting up the neutral and getting that knockdown, and just finding that right point, or wiggling someone to the corner, getting them just in the right spot, and then you go on the offensive, because Axel's offense is a lot better than his defense, especially in the corner. Because in the corner, Axel has, you know, the standard options like backdash, jump, and things like that. And then after that, you have crouching K, which is great, but it's only one option. And then you have wake up super, and that's obviously risky. Very goofy matchup indeed. And using 6H to kind of call out that jump and just stay on the ground in the corner. I think that's going to be not a bad call out for when they're just jumping straight up in the corner. Oh, baits the burst though.
Yeah, Leather just looks like the more comfortable scrapper. And that seems to be what it's coming down to.
Oh no, the risk gauge, it's so high. It's maxed out. Any hit's gonna be a big counter hit. Kyet's like, I want to play. Please let me play.
It's like, I want to come. I want to go home.
Wow, really good stuff
Good
to
stuff.
Leathermuncher.
Yeah, Leather taking that 3-0 over Kyet. Kyet coming home with 5th place.
Yeah, good stuff to Kyet and putting up a really spooky match in winner side as well earlier. You know, they're a scrapper if they run default Axel color. Yeah, because they just want to get in there. They're like, all right, it's time to Axel.
Yeah, they don't have time to pick another color.
I want a zone, and then I want an Axel Bomber. Those are the two things I want to do.
Alright, Lanxeared versus MjKurase. The run back.
The GER Classic.
Yeah, this has happened at least 3 times.
At some point in the tournament, if it's a GER, you're probably going to see Lanxeared MJ. After this, we're going to take just a quick 2-minute break to grab some water, hit the restroom, do a quick stretch. So
you can let it play, and you can do that, and I can just hold it down.
You know, yeah. You know what? I think that's what we'll do. MJ's on their way.
Yeah, MacMens and OddToaster have been waiting a while.
Yeah. We're going to let this play out, because our biggest tournament yet, so it's running a little later than usual as well. But I will be right back in about 2 minutes. Nexus's going to hold down the fort.
What's good, everybody? I don't know why I'm asking you questions because I can't see chat, but I hope everyone's having a good time so far. It was way more Axel than I thought I would see tonight. One day I need a Bridget to come in here and get top 8 for me. Alright, I got chat up. Your friend is still complaining that you knocked him out. To be honest, you guys both made it pretty far. It's a good thing that you and your friend are both so good. We'll leave it at that. But alright, here we go. MjKurase versus Lanxeared. And Lanxeared starting out with the Milia this time. They brought it out in the past. Seems like it might be just a little bit quicker and be easier to get in on Happy Chaos with.
Duel 1.
Got the Bridget music on, let's go. Oh, Milia already looking like she can just flip around some of these bullets here. Alright, I see where it's going. Oh, I think MJ meant to do super. That would have closed it out for sure. You know what? I lied. Maybe they didn't do super because they didn't want to build up burst. That seems like a good player thing to do. But Lanxeared showing that they can kind of jump around some of these bullets. They just got to be careful jumping into Scarecrow. But it's Happy Chaos time. This is almost surely going to end in a super through the wall, but it doesn't. It gets dropped. Not quite gonna break the wall. Milia making it over that clone, and now we got Lanxeared's turn. Definitely was a missed super input there. This should be it. Happy Chaos, no burst. Alright, we're all tied up here for game 1. Lanxeared sitting pretty with the burst, using that right away. MJ about to have burst back up. Looks like MJ's a lot less willing to sit back and shoot against Milia.
The Lanxeared Milia is back.
Yeah, so it's doing some stuff. You missed. So Milia has a much easier time jumping around bullets, and you can also just hop right over Scarecrow and just charge straight in.
Yeah. I think Milia's a pretty decent choice, and a lot of the new changes help her out a lot. Making some of her pressure a little better, making some of her moves a lot faster.
It looks like it's a lot less safe for MJ just to sit back and kind of shoot against Milia.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot more active defense. The two concessions though for switching out May for Milia is one, you have a lot less health, so if MJ gets that hit, it's going to hurt a lot. Which the counterpoint to that is, well, if MJ gets a super solid hit in anyways, it's going to be hard to come back anyway.
Right, even if May lives on a sliver of health, it's still rough, and Milia can potentially just avoid the situation altogether.
Yeah, so if you get blown out in 1 or 2 shots anyway, it doesn't really matter. 2, the other weakness is that I would say, in my opinion, Milia is like, you know, if she's getting pressured in the corner, she's a pinch weaker than May. May has a lot of pretty bursty fast options and some good wake-up super shenanigans that you can do. Where Milia doesn't really... I mean, she has the wake-up Angel, but I don't think it's, like, the best wake-up option.
5D misses, and it was a great blocking sequence by Lanxeared. He had, like, 1 chance left. Didn't quite pay off that time, but it was a good mental to not get instantly crumbled at low health.
Yeah, this is going to be rough. You pretty much have to either burst immediately at the start, or just not at all.
Yeah. And honestly, I like bursting early more because like you're likely to get supered, and it's gonna build you a lot of burst back.
Did Lanxeared win the first round?
Yes.
Okay.
But MJ taking it back 1-1.
Riot, I love that. My friend is still complaining I knocked him out in the Riot. Good. Posts the Kermit handshake gif. Let's go. Yeah, 1-1. Classic back and forth. You know, Kurase's gotta have their game 5. It's all scripted. Riot's asking if there's no break.
Yeah, no break.
Okay, yeah.
I will stay and keep going. If you need another one, go right ahead.
No, I should be fine now. The main thing is water. Like, my voice just starts to get a little scratchy if I talk a lot.
Totally understandable.
And I run out of water. But now I'm back. I got the water. I like the Milia choice, though. I do think it's overall slightly advantageous, but also you can't replace familiarity. May's not in a terrible boat for the Happy Chaos matchup either.
And sometimes, like, you play a secondary and you kind of get used to how the other person is, like, running their offense, and if they don't change it up, then you could still kind of have a leg up in neutral. Like, it looked like Lanxeared was fine just kind of moving through the bullets like they were doing with Milia.
Yeah. An interesting development we're seeing, I think we're starting to see players not be scared of the curse, but find a way to move through it and then start an offensive. Just right when it comes out, as a way to counter the burst, as opposed to like trying to dodge, like, you know, play dodgeball full screen.
Fortunately, that Scarecrow tanking that Dolphin.
Yeah, the Scarecrows, the clones, they're nasty. The stanky back foot, freshly buffed. Thank you, Arxis. Aw. Card crush me. Ooh, good blocks. I smelled
This is
wrong.
some nasty pressure.
I thought I smelled a roll coming. The instant block?
Great IB.
Yeah, if you can instant block a lot in this matchup, you're going to keep a lot of extra distance against Happy Chaos, and that it all adds up over time.
Go check Lanxeared's video on IB.
Yeah, check out his Twitter video. It's really good. Oh, this is rough. Chooses not to break the wall, which is a great decision, but just That burst bait's gonna hurt. Oh, this is gonna have
No
to...
concentration.
Yeah. It was coming down to the wire. MJ was out of resources, and it came down to that last interaction. Whew. All right. So I think Lanxeared actually has a pretty good thing rolling here. There was just like one or two little things, and so every once in a while you guess wrong. You know, sometimes you have to make a minor guess at what your opponent's gonna do because you can't react to everything. Oh, they're slowing down a little.
A little chonky.
All right, it looks like things have unchonked. All right.
All right, we're unchonking.
Works out a pinch in Lanxeared's favor at the start because the curse goes away, but then MJ got the corner. He's like, oh, yeah, trade-off. Yeah. No reason not to get super here. Focus, or go for the jump in.
That should do it. Oh no!
So now, even if Lanxeared loses this round, if they can take the burst away from MJ, I think that'd still be great. But obviously, you want to win the round. The BRC back tech. Ooh.
So good.
I love that tech. It's so cool. I'm trying to think of counterplay for it because I haven't. It's only happened to me once online, and it was a obviously much better player than me doing it, like way above my level. I was like, I'm gonna do this Celestial challenge against like this top 3 Leo, because why not?
Seems like one of those things you might just have to be aware of when they have meter, and
Yeah.
it's unfortunate because like it's just more to add to the mental stack.
But and MJ advances over Lanxeared 3-1, but these games were close. Good stuff to both players.
Yeah, good stuff to Lanxeared taking 5th place. Good stuff to MJ moving on to face Leathermuncher, but next we're gonna have our winners finals.
MJ and Lanxeared both have the similar storyline here. Just they are due for a win. They are clearly, both good enough to win one of these. We've seen them take on MacMens. We've seen them take on OddToaster. You know, we've seen them go toe to toe with these players who have won before. But maybe tonight is MJ's night. But first, we got to see who they're gonna try to make it to in grand finals. We got OddToaster.
Yeah. This is actually the first winners finals between 2 former winners.
Ooh, big stuff on the line. And I will switch their names in just a moment.
Yep. My iPad is also about to die, so I'm about to lose Discord.
Hey, that's not good. That's how we're talking.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm talking to you on the computer one, but I'm
Okay.
talking to all the players and doing stuff in Start GG on the iPad.
Okay. I was about to say, I was like, hey, that's bad. Alright, letting the intros rock. This intro is going to be Japanese as hell.
As a retainer of
Got the
Kazusa no
Norizushi.
Suke, I will face you.
Think you'll be able to hit me?
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Yeah, MacMen's off to a great aggressive but pretty safe start. Going for the round start 2S and then just kind of getting some Fusion pressure established. Not really giving OddToaster a chance to get any offense rolling that game.
Yeah, this is going to be a matchup where I feel like Anji's going to play scared until he's got pressure going. Because it's like, Nago definitely has the better... Oh, look at the bloodline by an inch is okay. But MacMens has super strong pressure, super good awareness, really good conditioning. So if they can get in, it's going to be really tough for even someone like OddToaster to deal with it. And it's so much damage.
I know, it's like 70% plus a good position.
Ooh, burst is back though. Ooh.
That change making that jump dust into a follow-up connect a lot easier has just done wonders for Anji's combos.
Yeah. Anji finally has Oki. They got the rights.
Taking game 1.
And OddToaster played, I think, pretty smart throughout most of that. It was just, yeah. And that last gambit too. You might be wondering, why didn't OddToaster spend burst? It's because they were waiting for a burst bait.
I guess like if you feel like you're gonna get blocked anyways, you feel like you're gonna lose anyways for it, it's better not to give them the information, and then you can potentially use burst later in the round that you're going to win.
Yeah. It kind of becomes like a 50-50. It's like, do you want to play the information war? And at that time, I think that was a good time to do the information war, because it's like, well, this is looking unlikely that I'll win, so I'd rather influence my next few rounds.
Yeah, make MacMens feel a little bit safer when you do have burst than using it right there in good effect to get out.
Ooh, MacMens with... I wouldn't call it a hero burst, but this is definitely a high-risk burst. Because ooh, yeah. This, and when you don't have burst against Nago at round start, this is the go pass for him to do wacky stuff. But wow, that beats that. Oh, getting some mileage out of these crouching normals.
We've seen a super break the wall before and just do absolutely massive damage.
Yeah. OddToaster's about to have burst. They have burst in a meter. I'm loving the Fukio weight. Trying to they're being conscious of spin.
Yep, I was about to say, I think that's exactly because of spin.
Close slash is so fast that it's even faster in the slowdown.
Yeah, you don't see Nago's dust a lot, but paying off there.
Alright. Did MacMens win round 1?
He did.
Okay.
This is 1-1.
Yes. Alright, I had a feeling, but I wanted to double check. These games are so kinetic and just so fast-paced that I'm just kind of... It sucks me out of TOing. It sucks me out of running the stream, you know?
Yeah, at the end of the day, we're fans too. We just want to watch some Guilty Gear.
For sure. Ooh. That's going to be really unfortunate. I feel like when it comes to characters, like characters you don't want to get your burst baited from, Nago's definitely high up on there. You need that burst so bad. Just to even if it's not to get out of something, it's just to threaten that you'll get out of something and force Nagos to play different.
Yeah, this round looking totally different from game 1.
Yeah. OddToaster's like, okay, hold on. I upgraded the internet package, the download's getting a little faster. Oh, just running super solid pressure, playing with a bit more confidence as opposed to being, you know, I love the caution, but sometimes you gotta play with the confidence of just like, yeah, I'm not scared of spin. Especially with, yeah, I think that's such a smart burst right there. You keep the corner, you keep the momentum, and you have a large chunk of health bar to work with, so. Ooh, guess is overhead, guess is wrong. Throw. Ooh. MacMen's aware that that if there's any gaps, OddToaster can call it out with that super, so he does the Fujin and backs off. Just to be like, alright, super me, do it.
Yeah, both these players are playing super composed for like such a high pressure situation.
Yeah. They're both playing like 2 layers deep right now. Everything they're doing is because they're playing for a different reason. And then it's gorilla time. So we can take all that out. Ooh. Ooh. MacMens choosing a good normal to call out that backdash, forcing OddToaster just to keep blocking, and actually getting a little extra space for it too.
Oh, great spin.
There's the spin. OddToaster's been looking up for that.
I think this hits. No!
The real back. See, I knew OddToaster was sniffing for it. I felt it in my gut. But MacMens knew. There's a little bit of that in-depth matchup knowledge that when both players know, you have to play that game. I know you know, and it's like, yeah, you know I know, but I know that you know I know.
Yup, they both know each other's gaps, and it's really cool to see how they're trying to play around it and bait the other one into doing something unsafe.
Yeah, that's why you're seeing a lot of strange play, like sometimes just Nago Fukio forward nothing, which is super rare. And that's because it's like, well, whenever I play against Nago, they just Fukio forward and Beyblade or do one of 10,000 other things. It's because, like, well, they don't have to play around your spin. For instance, like that Fukio back far slash, I bet is to beat a round start spin because it'll be a max distance that the spin triggers at, and so MacMens probably can't get a great punish off it. Ooh.
Yeah, like you said before, that 2S still a pretty good move.
Yeah, it's super good. And did you see the range on it? That was like
Sure
almost full
did.
screen. Now go 5K. Fast as fuck. Oh. Ooh, goes overhead. Hasn't gone overhead in a second. Going for the throw. Is it going to be double throw? Yeah. I smelt it. MacMens on match point, ready to go to grand finals. But it's still Nago.
Toaster does not want to let that happen.
Good burst. What a nice burst to counter the... Oh! Yeah. He's like, alright, stop spinning.
He's like, no, come here. You're gonna grab. That should be the round closeout for Toaster.
Oh yeah, close slash is so fast. That looks like it's a pure string off of the crouching kick. It's not. It's so fast that it looks like it. Oh my gosh. Heavy slash goes so far in level 2 blood. And OddToaster doing a really good job choosing normals. That'll give him back the little bit of blood so he doesn't overblow. Because if that's the lose condition right now, if OddToaster overblows on the blood. Oh my god, the defense on MacMens. And look at all the risk.
Totally maxed out on risk.
Oh yeah. Alright, the strike throw game's getting a little wacky. Oh,
yeah,
no.
MacMens with a lot of meter to work with here.
Let's play Will It Kill. It does.
It does.
If it's MacMens, it kills. That's the rule. Oh,
good stuff to MacMens, taking it 3-1 over OddToaster and moving on to Grand Finals winner's side.
OddToaster definitely onto something those last two games, though. Definitely. Ooh, I don't think MacMens wanted to see a 1st to 4 there. Really good stuff.
But now we're gonna hop on down to losers semifinals. It's MjKurase versus Leathermuncher.
Ooh. So that's gonna Axel versus Happy Chaos. That's gonna be what a weird matchup. Happy Chaos is such a good rushdown character now, so that pressure up close can be really scary. Axel 2K is pretty fast and pretty dodgy, so I wonder how well they'll be able to deal with it. Well, they're claiming that that player one side. All right.
Mankind knew that they cannot change.
No. Oh, little chunking at the start. All right, we're good. Okay. Leather doing a good job of just doing nothing there, just in case one of the gunshots locked onto them in the air. But you gotta watch out for the air lock-on because I was seeing a post. It is less accurate than the ground lock-on, so if you're not cursed, spending time in the air for the raw gunshot might be better, but not the focus gunshot. Implementing that is a lot easier said than done. Ooh, oh, back throws MJ out of the dust. Oh, the connection is chugging. What is going on? And gets a burst bait out of it. Well played.
It gives up the Leathermuncher just kind of showing up and taking all these names.
Yeah, Leathermuncher, hidden boss Axel. And this is definitely a weird matchup. Like, you cannot, like, you know, I know MjKurase's talked before about how sometimes they get stuck autopiloting. This is a matchup you kind of can't autopilot in. It's just, Axel's such a weird character. They have such different strengths and weaknesses. Ooh, full stick of bullets, though. Yeah. Interesting choice not to end it there. I'm pretty sure that would have burst the wall, but... Or
I think you're right, but...
Finish the health bar. But,
what do we know?
Yeah, it's better to be safe than sorry, right? You do not... It's like, it's kind of a similar situation where you do not want to set Axel back to neutral. Because the only person with bigger buttons than Happy Chaos is Nago, but then after that, it's probably Axel. Ooh, Leather trying to sneak in that move through the curse. Kind of like we were talking about earlier. But get clipped for it. Wires.
Ooh, unfortunate.
I don't think that's intentional.
I don't think so either.
The air YRC, I've only seen used once in a good way. And that was in that sick
Faust combo.
That sick Faust combo where they YRC their own bomb blast to get more active frames. Other than that, it leaves you pretty negative because you can't really... I don't think you can act out of it.
Alright, so MJ needs to find a way that they can kind of get in better because Leather's making the long game not really work out.
Yeah. Gets the burst early, which is going to be nice. Axel can make these rounds last pretty long, which builds back burst fast, and then if MJ does get the hit, MJ's going to build back a good amount of burst for Axel, so probably pretty advisable if you can take an early burst in this matchup. Probably a good idea. Nice. Good stuff. Who won the first round?
First round was Leather.
Okay.
Yeah, MJ has to spend a lot more concentration in bullets if they want to do this than they would in other matchups.
Yeah. I think this is the exact kind of matchup MJ wants to grind if they like they were saying if they want to work on their autopilot. Riot's saying they were pretty sure it was MJ.
I could be wrong.
MJ, okay, OddToaster confirming it. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Definitely a little bit tired here on the East Coast. Got my eyes peeled now.
Yeah.
Ooh, the charged dust.
No bullets.
Ooh, one in the chamber. It's okay. They'll get the bullets. Yeah. Rensen would be such a good tool if charge shot wasn't instant, if they were already focused.
That should be super in the game.
Yeah, that definitely should be super in the game. Alright, MJ taking up 2-0, but Leather definitely showing some signs of being spooky and oppressive, so...
A little bit of spice. Like, yeah, you might not be done with your dish, but it might get a little kick towards the end. It's like, who hid the jalapeno in the pizza?
Who hid the jalapeno? Hey, yo. Hey, yo. MJ's like, no, I'm getting my win, damn it. No game 5s this time. But I think Leather definitely has the capability to pull this off. Yeah. Okay, yeah. OddToaster. Yeah, OddToaster's right. We remember the weird YRC. Leather definitely super aware of this matchup, but it looks like MJ's getting a little more comfortable as the match goes on, especially even with the player matchup, getting used to kind of how Leather wants to move and such. So let's see if Leather can adjust.
It looks like whoever is running at who, just like, if they guess right on the way in, gets such a huge advantage.
Oh, I cannot... That Axle Bomber didn't kill. My goodness. Chaos needs the help. Yeah, anti-air standing K is pretty good. See. Axel has no shortage of anti-airs, so if you're going to approach Axel in the air, you have to do it very carefully. Even Axel's 6P is pretty decent, but it's considered one of his weaker moves just because it's not as good as the rest of Axel's anti-airs.
I'm so frustrated if I get hit by that. Oh my god.
The tada. Happy Chaos said tada and got burst bait. Yeah. Oh yeah, we gotta check this connection.
Check it real good.
Check it real good. Leather trying to grant MJ's wish of getting a game 5 most games.
We don't have to do it every time, you guys. It's okay.
Now we want more high-flying Guilty Gear action. Alright. Yeah, I think Leather had a very good run that last time. The momentum was good, and they just made a lot of really smart, a lot of really good calls against MJ.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society.
It's like if you're trying to backdash some pressure, but they're already ready for it. All right, something about these round starts is just Chugville. I could not understand why. And it's definitely not a... Yeah, I haven't dropped frames in a minute. Oh no, that's not the burst you want to see at all.
They, they give it back to each other.
MJ says, no, I must have my game 5 where I'm my most powerful.
Yeah, it's gotta be last round, game 5, a sliver of health. No bullets, no concentration.
MJ paying back Happy Chaos for saying "tada" when they burst last time. If Faust ever says "tada" when I get burst baited, I'm dropping the character. Let you know. Ooh, Rainwater is.
All right, well that was surely different.
All right. Oh, we got it. When Leather
Gotta
wins.
check it again.
Check it again. Are we still connected?
Check the disc.
Check the disc. Riot, help. Call Arxis. Call Daisuke, let him know. Wow. So now Leather has all the momentum in their favor. But MJ had 2 free rounds to adjust. You know, MJ threw
If it's game 5, MJ always has momentum.
That's true though. That Game 5 warrior. MJ definitely threw out some bursts, and they know they weren't great. But you have those free rounds to just gather data. So while, you know, Muncher's fighting for their life, MJ's like, okay, I don't technically have to fight for my life these games. Alex Valle actually had a pretty impressive episode on a show long ago called The Excellent Adventures, where they play Street Fighter. He spent the whole first round not attacking, just blocking the entire time. Then rounds 2 and 3, the opponent couldn't land a hit because Alex was just like, yeah, I just spent the first round just seeing how they attack, seeing how they could break my defense. And so, yeah, with these 2 free games in a row, you can get a lot of data on your opponent, and it's paying off. Yeah. Toaster also makes a really good point. You never want a best of one, a happy chaos. Because the mental energy you're putting towards getting those games back, you're not putting towards, you can't fully put towards downloading your opponent. Where if you're behind, you can put a little more energy into reading your opponent and playing extra slow. Oh, yeah, and just like that, MJ's gonna get all their bullets back, and they're gonna be able to either focus or throw out curse, or they go for the jump in. Oh, the burst bait for the win! Wow, really good stuff to MJ. MJ had to get their game 5.
Congrats to Leather for taking home 4th place.
Yeah, and a convincing 4th place. Leather is you do not want to meet Leather in a dark alley on the ranked towers.
On a cold London night.
Oh wow, that is fast. Oh my god.
Yeah, thank you for popping in there. My stomach appreciates you. I'm starving.
Yeah, we're gonna churn through this. Alright, this is losers finals. This will decide who goes on to grand finals against the legend MacMens. Are we gonna see OddToaster coming back going, I want to be the first person to win too, or is MJ saying it's finally my time to win? Let me win with my broke ass character, damn it.
MacMens also trying to be the first one to win too.
That's true. MacMens is sitting pretty on it though. Yeah, if MJ makes it up there, they have a very tough matchup in Nahanji. But right now, Toaster working their way in, doing some leapfrog, going really fast.
I like the new jumping Nagas.
Yeah. And look at that, burst is back. This is what I was talking about when Happy Chaos builds burst back really fast. But this is going to be really hard for Naga to get in. Yep. When the clone's out, it is so hard to get past it. If the clone's not out, you can do some fancy Beyblade shenanigans.
The clone's out, it's still hard to get in. Or it's not out, it's still hard to get in, but...
Oh, for sure. It's just, you know, that's like... If you played a lot of DJ Max or anything like that, that's like comparing, you know, level 8 song to a level 13 song. It's like, they're both hard, but two different worlds. Alright. Good stuff from Toaster. That's exactly what they needed out of that round. However, MJ with burst advantage, so it's going to take one burst from Toaster. Keeping it burst safe on that combo. MJ calling out the double bluff on the slash. Good defense and a good grab. Oh, that gold burst is going to be amazing.
Gold burst.
Oh, no way.
Gold burst with Happy Chaos is so good. Oh!
I didn't know you could hit Happy Chaos out of that super. Oh my god.
I've never seen that super not be used after a combo string.
I don't think either of them were ready for that. OddToaster says, I'm tired of this clone. Get this out of here.
That's going to be it, though. 5D into wall sweat into super is going to seal it.
Yeah, especially with about 60% blood. Alright. Real close, but game 1 goes to MJ. Toaster, I think Toaster definitely has the right tools, though. We saw it earlier.
And yeah, Toaster won earlier in winners.
Yeah. Toaster can definitely do this. MJ's just riding some pretty strong momentum from their Axel match with Leather. So,
Do you think it would be a good strategy as a Happy Chaos player to make rounds take as long as possible so that your opponents get iced?
Yeah. It can't hurt. Although some opponents may need the rest if they just had a really stressful thing. So if you're paying hyper close attention, you can play that meta game, but I think you should just, more importantly, play to your speed. Nago with the gold burst is scary because this pressure is going to last forever, and you have to guess right for a long time. They eat a lot of chip.
MJ doesn't really have any tools to get out of it either. No gold burst, no regular burst. Or, I'm sorry, no YRC.
That kills hard.
Still no burst back either.
Yeah. It is entirely possible for OddToaster to win this without MJ getting burst back if they got that first hit. Oh. Pulling out the gun, and it launches 10,000 feet in the air.
Wow, just stand there and reload.
Ooh, out of bullets. This is Toaster's chance to shine. Ooh, the haymaker though. Gets him.
No way.
Found a spot to reload that bullet. But if you notice, Toaster almost has burst, and MJ doesn't have round start burst. Ooh, and blood sucking right at the round start is gonna be. That's so much damage. This is max damage into a hard knockdown. They'll have burst, but this is tough. Look at that damage.
Jesus.
Jeff Gordon, 24 damage. 24 hits. Tries to whiff punish the sweep. Yeah. Toaster has a lot of blood to work with. Yeah, nice. Wow. Good stuff.
I was holding my breath there for a second.
Happy Chaos's pressure is more Zato than Zato, zoning more Axel than Axel. Yeah. I like 80% agree with that. I think
Happy Chaos's guns are just Eddie.
I think there's definitely still some. There's a different feel to getting Eddie pressured that I like less. Happy Chaos, it's like, alright, I'm just getting shot. There's something about having Eddie all over the screen and trying to see what Zato's doing that's a little wacky. Just feels different.
Happy Chaos is like you're playing melee and you're playing against a Falco who's just standing there on the other side of the screen shooting, except you're playing stamina mode.
That's exactly right. Holy shit. Stamina mode. Oh wait. Does that catch the wall? It does. Okay. I was confused for a second. I was like, wait. Hold on.
Yeah, I thought he was falling off.
Ow. Yeah. Okay. That's a certified Happy Chaos round right there. Yeah, the 2K is definitely a really fast move. It's gonna stuff the Happy Chaos DLC 2K. And I think it probably works around Haymaker a little bit better. Doesn't like beat it outright, but it's probably more ranges where it beats Haymaker. Yeah, that's gonna be ouch. Oh yeah. All right. MJ with a quick game 2, or yeah.
I think that's game 3, right?
Yeah, game 3, but I meant win 2, and it's tired, and I'm tired.
I understand.
We're pulling through. I have like 90% of my energy back. It's great. So much better than last week where I was like, I have to do the tournament, and then I like rolled over on the couch and I went, that's as far as I'm getting.
No, it's okay. Last week was real low key, so we could just come back with a banger this week.
I'm about. Ooh, yeah. Hasn't just done the raw blood-sucking universe in a second. That wall splat looks so funky. That's such a high up super. Wow, I was almost scared that they might fall out. Wow. Yeah.
Huge call out.
The charge dust. Alright, charge dust. Little known fact, you won't find this on Dust Loop either. but it does have a special bonus effect. It's mental damage, because you know it's technically, like, reactable. Bang. Yeah. Wedging yourself between the clones actually seems like a pretty good idea. I like that it can help keep you just out of the corner. Ooh, the air throw! Oh, you gotta sit there for a little bit. You gotta FP this. Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, the clone.
It's okay. OddToaster's kind of like, F it, let's just go to the next round. Keeping it all nice and relatively burst safe. Hard to burstable. Ooh. This is a strong situation for Nago. They're going to get a ton of blood back. It's going to be hard knockdown on a round start with almost no life.
Both players do have burst on deck, but you're going to be forced to spend it there. He's going to get basically this big opportunity here. But that's a lot of life to work through.
Yeah. Especially at this low blood level, you're not going to see those health blood nerves. This is like old Nago health. Oh, baits the 5k. I like that. MJ, hold on now. MJ's in a really good spot right now. But Nago has burst and like a YRC on deck.
There it is.
Yeah, and
nice.
the chip damage. Oh. Or no, was that chip? No, it said counter. No, that was a hit. MJ tried to pull something. Two.
Yeah, who will win and go on to face MacMens in grand finals?
Are we gonna see MJ's chance to win one of these? Are we gonna see OddToaster's chance to become the first to 2 GERs?
Or will MacMens just drive it home real quick?
Yeah, they have to get through the Himbo Supreme. Anji having a decent matchup against Happy Chaos and an awkward matchup against Nago, but not impossible as we've seen. Oh, baits the burst. Big 6-8. Yeah, I think with the meter and the blood levels, probably a good idea to burst there. With the shimmies! Yo, the shimmies! Oh.
I thought Toaster got the grab there for a second.
I did too. MJ's like, you can't shimmy Cocoa Puff me that much. Alright, let's calm down. Yeah. Yeah. That's something I've been noticed too. If OddToaster gets a burst, they've been kind of favoring the Fukio Beyblade. Or Fukio option. Oh, right. Oh, got the bullets back though. Oh, the YRC, so smart, and that blood's still gonna go up on OddToaster's bar, so.
I hate that his dust can whiff and then you can still get a low.
Yeah. It's a gunshot kind of cool. 2K is such a fun move. The DLC 2Ks are kind of ridiculous, but this is not
Game 5, round 3, MjKurase.
This is not a bad situation for OddToaster. They still had a good amount of time without MJ having burst. This man focused. The 5K is
I
so
like
fast.
I like the empty hop before the forward hop just to bait something.
But the combo drop. Wait, the grab. This is it.
This is it.
Oh. Wow.
Good stuff, OddToaster.
What a way to close it out. Fully clenched. Whew.
Holy clenched.
Holy clenched.
Alright, and we are having our winners finals run back here. Good stuff to MjKurase taking 3rd place, but now we have grand finals. MacMens sitting in winners, OddToaster coming from losers.
Kurase always playing crazy good. Always playing just so out of their mind. It's gonna happen. You come back stronger every week, MJ. It's gonna happen. And we're here at grand finals.
Alright, so last time I believe it was either 3-0 or 3-1's MacMens' favor.
Yeah, I think it was 3-1. It's hard to.
And once MacMens gets going, it's so hard to stop. Even more than like a Happy Chaos, it feels like.
Oh yeah, that's kind of. They've kind of done a good job of finally getting Anji towards that way, where it's like a little hard to get started, like a. You know, it's kind of hard to get started, but then once you're in, it's like it's pretty hard to get out of it. It's like, well, guess one of the 4 things. Or if you pick the safe route, I get plus frames for 8 years. All right. I like the momentum burst, keeping them in the corner. BRC to try and bait out an option. And keep things nice and safe. Ooh! The
Good
OTG.
OGG to pick up the round.
Okay, OTG. My goodness. Ooh, the close slash. Yeah, and
I think
then
Nago's crazy good round start options pay off here. Just half health, putting MacMens in the corner.
And you noticed OddToaster called out the backdash on the Fukio situation the first time, and then the next time he Fukio'd it, instantly Bloodsucking Universe to call out for Mac after he scared MacMens from backdashing. Ooh, BRC combos?
Yo.
Ooh, side
Yo.
switch. Side switch looked cool, but I think it put them at a disadvantage.
Yep.
Oh, that's too bad. Game 1
Game 1 go to Toaster.
I mean, I want to see the reset.
I do too.
Ooh, Fugu.
I think that grab might have been just a second too early, and he still had grab invulnerability.
The defense. OddToaster getting all these blocks. Oh my gosh. It couldn't be me. Using the jabs to call out the little gap or any throw attempts. Ooh.
That's the MacMens pressure that we're used to seeing.
Yeah. Ooh, the IBFD. MacMens has been watching some Lanxeared videos. Although when you're IBFDing, the first thing you practice against is this specific Nago string because it's so useful in the matchup. And it's like such a set rhythm that it's easy to kind of get used to. Ooh, this is gonna hurt, but it's building back a good chunk of burst. Oh, that was so sneaky. But MacMens was ready.
Wow.
Oh.
Still a lot of health left on Nago though.
Yeah, Nago not at too high of blood, so that, I mean, that combo still hurts. It's still Anji damage, but not as bad as you would have originally thought.
Barely not killing. That's pretty bad scaling off the command grab start.
Didn't have enough blood to finish that out. There it is, yeah. So I think, off the top of my head, I think if I'm Nago in this matchup, I kind of want at least one blood bar. Really unlock some of the better normals and get a little bit of the chip going. It forces Anji to start really taking some options against you. The IBFDs are unlocked.
I'd expect nothing less out of Grand Finals.
Yeah, and MacMens is cracked.
Spin into backdash to bait the burst. But OddToaster's gonna super here, and that should be the round.
Okay, got the normal hit. Nah, Anji lives.
You're right.
Got the Japanese guts. Oh! Yeah, probably tried to backdash a throw there.
OddToaster poised to reset this first set here of Grand Finals.
Ooh, yeah, it's looking good. But But this is MacMens. Now, there's a couple strategies you can take here. I've definitely seen it before. Sometimes people in this position want to save their mental energy, and they'll play very slow, very patient, and just try to see, you know, spend this time downloading. They have a whole free set to use. So MacMens could do that, or you can try to tire out your opponent by just going for the full comeback. Depends how much gas you got in the tank. Wow, and yeah, that's just a... that's an Anji round right there. Oh, unfortunate. The slash missed there. Oh, using the fast RC to cover the backdash. They're just walking menacingly. Oh, that reached? Ooh. I guessed wrong. I was thinking low again. Ooh.
A fast comeback there from MacMens. He would just like to end it all in one set.
Foxy saying, I can barely see them both on this map. I only see a fluorescent colored katana and a man's chest. That's this matchup. Himbo Supreme versus Daddy Samurai.
How about a fluorescent glowing chest and a man katana?
Ayo, we can't show the man katanas on stream.
Ayo, yo, yo.
Okay, yeah. It's a good to get that interesting. Good to get that burst out right at the start for Nago, because now it's Nago time. You don't have to be as scared when doing your combos. But also good on MacMens too to burst there, because that is a momentum killer sometimes. But yeah, couldn't get it started back, so. Let me introduce you to my friend Fukio back, making all of my options safe and ready to react to what you do. Ooh, there's that fast RC again. The real question is OddToaster going to be picking up on these? Oh.
Wow.
Okay, but since it
Didn't get
counted
the
as
full super.
the hero burst. Oh, it worked out. It worked out. OddToaster on tournament reset point. The stomp to low crush. Interesting choice. Jumps the butterfly, but no punish. I haven't seen MacMens do the hop either, although the hop's very interactable, so it is something you have to be careful about.
It seems like the hop is good if you expect the other person to like sit blocking a little longer than normal. That's not really what OddToaster's doing.
Yeah. OddToaster is... Oh no. I don't know why they didn't super there. They might have been able to, save their blood gauge. Although I didn't see it right at the end there, so... If I'm not wrong, blood gauge is frozen during the super, so they might have been able to build enough blood to save it. Oh!
Oh, interesting.
I think OddToaster went to go for a grab, but MacMens was able to time it just a little bit easier. Get it first. Oh! Did you see the car in there?
That was disgusting. There was a dash cancel in there. There was all sorts of shit.
MacMens, if you can hear me, you're gross.
Yeah, it was little nasty.
Got them garbage pail kids combos. They're just nasty. Mac is a fucking sweat. Right. You're not wrong, but Mac's gonna be the best Anji. GC Yoshi be damned. I'm calling it. I'm excited to see Mac Evo.
I'm excited to see some big in-person tournaments again, man. I feel like it's been a while.
Yeah. Oh, I can't tell you the emotions I was feeling at Evo. Oh my god. It was like, I used to watch it every single year. Almost all the games I could watch. Just, speaking of hype, tense games with big stakes on the line. Toaster's got to win this to reset it, but if MacMens can close this out.
Great tech, but then immediately smacks into that spin.
Ooh, interesting. MacMens is just playing so solid, not allowing OddToaster, but also kind of forcing OddToaster to come to them, even though OddToaster had the life lead, so kind of interesting.
These two are both playing on like so many layers, like you were saying earlier.
Yeah. Oh my god, these... What's it gonna be? MacMens is on tournament point? It's gonna... We need a clean Nago round. Oh no, the blood gauge is so high, and that makes it so hard to get out of this corner. You can't just mash this wacky-tacky option. The overhead, but chooses not to spend the meter. Saving it for when they have burst. The burst is baited.
What a bait!
And MacMens is our...
reverse 3-0ing.
And MacMens is our first double champion with the reverse 3-0. Wow. Those games were insane. Both MacMens' defense was absolutely insane.
That combo, oh my god, to take round 1, or like the first round in game 5. Holy crap.
Yeah. Oh. MacMens is disgusting. This is gonna be the best Anji. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. OddToaster taking second place, beating MjKurase twice this tournament.
That's right. That's an accomplishment in itself. Like OddToaster said, I won anyways. Honestly, yeah. You kind of have a pseudo extra win. MJ is not an easy opponent.
No.
Wow. Super good stuff to our top 8. Why don't you run us through them?
I would love to if I had a iPad that didn't die. Sorry.
Let me pull it up. No, I got you. I'll run us through our top 8. All right, let's see. Let me pull up the. Zoom this out. All right, so let's go from bottom to top this time. In 7th place. Let's see if I have this down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. All right, cool. In 7th place, let's start off with Lanxeared, our resident top 8er. Lanxeared, the best May we have here.
I think Lanxeared got 5th.
I counted this time. All right, look. I'm looking at losers round 7 because there's.
I'm pulling it up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. I'm right on this one. Tell him, Riot.
No, it's Eliard and Dantae got 7th.
Okay.
I've got the bracket now. All right, Eliard 7th, Dantae 7th, Lanxeared 5th, Kyet 5th, Leathermuncher 4th, MjKurase 3rd, OddToaster 2nd, MacMens 1st.
Good stuff to all of our players, and you know we have some definitely some opportunities for collaboration here. You know, Dantae missing just 1 or 2 chunks of knowledge, and they could have made it past the Axel onslaught. You know, there's a lot of different things going on. So if you're someone who's trying to improve, reach out to someone in the Discord, whether it's the person who beat you or the person who got, 7th or whatever. I'm sure anybody would happy to either give you a quick word of advice or run some games,
I want to thank all of our players for helping make this the biggest GER that we have had so far. We had 60 people signed up. 2 of them missed check-in by like a minute, but we would have had a 60-person bracket. So let's make next week even bigger and just push it over the edge.
For sure. Yeah, no, thanks MacMens for coming out. We had a lot of crazy players, and we were 1 player off from from having maybe even a completely different bracket. Big Booty Man just barely missed the cutoff, and they got 7th at TNS last week. So, or was it TNS or was it the...
I think it was the CLG tournament.
It was the CLG tournament, thank you. Yeah, everything scrambled in my brain, so take what I say and mix it with something else. But... For sure. I mean, MacMens, keep grinding away. You're gonna be the best. You're gonna be the best Anji. I smell it. All right. Well, thanks everyone for coming out. Feel free to hit us up for stuff, and we're gonna try to upload this to YouTube probably tomorrow.
I'm gonna try to do it over the weekend. I can't promise tomorrow.
Maybe I can do it tomorrow.
Okay, cool. We'll have it up soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that, we are signing off. Thank you guys, and we'll see you again next week.
All right. Bye, everybody.